days in MCS history.
Who will be the champion?
Here we are, the Ultimate Madden Bowl. 14 of the very best players in the world facing off for the opportunity to win $250,000, the largest prize in MCS history, as well as the most prestigious belt in competitive Madden.
Let's go!
Over the past 6 months, thousands of Madden pros and amateurs from all parts of North America registered and grinded it out in online ladder play and elims. Playing countless of hours against competition hundreds and thousands of miles away from LA to Philly, from New York City to Austin, all in order to earn MCS points in advance to the Series 3 qualifying live events, the Madden Ultimate Kickoff, Thanksgiving, and Wild Card. The 12 players with the most MCS points guaranteed themselves a slot in the Ultimate Madden Bowl, with the top 2 players earning first-round buys. Now, to round out the field, 2 more players earned bids via the Last Chance Qualifier Tournament. So that's how we got here. $650,000 in earnings, 3 belts, and all of the points that have already been handed out. Now all that's left are 14 of the very best. They're ready to battle it out in a single elimination tournament format for a share of the historic $1 million prize pool. Now the stakes, they've never been higher. This right here, this is the final chapter to the MCS 22 season. Who will emerge as the Madden 22 GOAT?
Game changers. Could be anyone from anywhere. He could be a washed-out player who never played a professional snap, but becomes the face of a sport. He could be a kid whose first love was basketball, but grew up to revolutionize a position in a completely different sport. Once just a 16-bit game played on a two-man console, Madden has evolved. The game has changed. The Ultimate Madden Bowl 22, the final in the championship series. 14 superstar players have earned the right to compete, where one has the opportunity to take the game to the next level. Could it be the kid born to parents who escaped oppression in Cuba? Or the kid whose mother is an aerospace engineer? Or the online stock trader? Or the son of a football coach?
Oh, let's get it! I'm John Beef! Come on!
The fight begins for these 14 players to win the crown of Madden champion, and with $1 million at stake, to become the richest champion in Madden history. The Ultimate Madden Bowl starts now.
Who will take home that top prize and be crowned the Madden 22 GOAT?
$250,000 on the line. It doesn't get any better than that.
All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get pissed in my DNA.
The Madden Bowl. $1 million up for the whole tournament.
The underdog looking to shock the world.
Let's just go make the play!
Let me get it crackin' W, come out the other side.
This guy has been around the block, very underrated.
Let's go! You do not be wanting to have to play one of these guys. Whoever comes out of this, they're going to be on fire.
He's an absolute veteran. He's a legend in our sport.
He's one of the most experienced players in all of competitive Madden.
Absolute precision by Harvin.
Let me come through. 100 on the go, running 20.
Wesley Davies, but that's called defense!
John Beast, your ultimate kickoff champion. John Beast nailed himself a belt.
He's done it. The Beast. The two-time, and I repeat, the two-time belt winner. Noah up next.
Am I just the best ever? Am I just the best?
No one's going to score a touchdown. How about the performance from this young player?
We're about to crown the best Madden player in the world. Who's going to be the GOAT? The run starts here.
Happy day 3, everyone. Welcome into the Ultimate Madden Bowl. You see the lights, you see the action, you see the palm trees too. That's because we're calling this the Road to Los Angeles, with our final game being held during Super Bowl week to culminate with the Super Bowl right here in LA. What's up, everybody? I'm your host today, Kimmy Chex. Joined here with two incredible homies and sidekicks. I got one great user and Clef the God. Clef, what's up, loony man? Drip or drown, I guess. You really came for it today.
A lot of drip. But I expect for these games to be loony. You know what I'm saying? That's what I expect. So I got to put that in the air with my outfit. I just can't say it. I got to represent it. I'm excited.
I'm just wondering what went through your head. Like, you got the chain on, you got the Looney Tunes shirt, and you're like, you know what? I'm also going to add a hat. Like, you know, I'm just going to go full sends on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
I felt like the hat, the accessories always make the outfit. You know, it's the little things that make it pop. So I had to add that. I had to add.
User, you changed. I'm going to put you on blast because I saw you 5 minutes ago and you weren't wearing what you were wearing. Did you get a little nervous because you saw Clef full swagged out?
Nah, listen, when you're doing these shows, it's a visual thing. I'm not trying to say I'm a director or nothing like that, but I saw his visuals. I was like, yo, my man's is out of space with his shirt. My shirt kind of out of space too. It could clash. I think we should swap it up, and I rock that shirt tomorrow. So hold on. Whatever you was about to say that for tomorrow, because it's coming back.
Oh, okay. Look at you. You're so conscientious. You don't want to clash colors. You just want to be bright and light and wearing what you're wearing. Guys, we're so excited for this day 3 of gameplay. As we've been saying, but I got to say it again, our largest prize pool ever. $1 million in total prizing is on the line. Every single game today is worth $25,000. So let's go ahead and get set up for this day 3 of tournament play. Now, the competition on the left side wrapped up on Saturday with Henry defeating Astro to clinch a spot in the Ultimate Madden Bowl finale. They couldn't even finish it in regulation. Had to go to overtime for that dub. But tonight, We're going to take a look at the right side with Wesley taking on the last individual Madden Bowl champion in Joke. Now, the winner of that game moves on to face Noah up next, who has a first-round bye. He's probably looking for the same luck that Henry had, Henry having a first-round bye, and obviously making it to the finale. However, there's some other fun matchups that you want to get your popcorn ready for, like the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The ultimate kickoff champion, John Beast, he's taking on the LCQ winner and Madden 19 club champion in Pavin. Plus, the 6 versus the 11. Spam and Button goes head-to-head with the always excited, always swaggy AI Nash. Now, like I said, we got a lot of money on the line. All of the games today are worth $25,000. I know I won $25,000. These guys do too. But let's go ahead and get set and talk about our very first matchup today. It's a clash between 2 veterans as the 7-seeded Wesley takes on that guy right there. That's Joker. He's the last individual Madden Bowl champion. Now, user, there's been a lot of chatter online about Joke and how ready he is for this bowl. Do you think that Joke is fully locked in and in the mode to go ahead and defeat Wesley?
I don't really think so. You know, I mean, if we go back and look at the tweets, he was in Mudhead League. If you pull up the stats, go ahead and pull up the stats right now. The Mudhead League right now, his record was looking bad. When I saw him, he was 1-9. Look at this, he's 1-9. You know what I'm saying? That's not the Joke I know. That was my record when I was in the Mudhead League. Not Rydell, man, not him, 1-9. And then if you go and look at his tweets, it's not a lot of confidence. When you start going back looking at his tweets right here, you see what he's saying? My guy, he's like, first of all, somebody obviously kicked his doors in, because now he's questioning. Verticals, this year might be the best player in Madden ever. Thoughts? Like, that lets me know somebody done already put hands and feet on him already out of verticals. And I'm like, you know, that's another thing. Then we go to the next tweet. And this next tweet is just typical Joke right here. I just ran 4 down linemen set with 2 contains on every single play, and Hurts outran them every single time he tried to. Madden League Ops, you already know Twitter fingers at work. Madden League Ops, it's not too late to increase escape artists even more. We already went through AP changes. Now Joke is asking, hey, raise it some more. It was not raised enough. It's by far the best ability in the game by a very wide margin. So that right there lets me know he's not adjusting. He's hopping on Twitter. Hey, let me get the people behind me. Here's another tweet right here. And this is let you know, because he hears the peeps. He hears the chirps. Yes, I've been locked in on Madden. Feeling really good on the game right now. And hopefully it shows tomorrow. Hopefully. Not the Joke that I know, not the Madden Bowl belt winner that I know. Hopefully it shows tomorrow. My life the past 2-3 weeks have been crazy. Listen, this is what I'm saying. This is not the typical Joke that we saw before he won that belt. Now that he won that belt, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people question, a lot of chirps like, is he going to be able to bounce back and get it done? Let's be honest. Since he won that belt, life has changed. He living good. He posting Jaguars. He winning money doing prop bets and all that. I mean, he living his best life. So I understand if he's not all the way focused and locked in. But trust me, he hears the chirps, and that's what everyone wants to see tonight. Is he locked in, and can he get it done?
Yeah, and just to piggyback off what you just said, a lot of people are questioning Joke grind. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And as a man, you never want to question a man grind. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It bring out a lot in people. You know what I'm saying? He won that belt. We know he won the belt, Madden 20. But it seems like since then, he's been happy. He been cool. He just been, and that ain't the Joke we used to. We used to joke when he come in, you know he gonna be a favorite to win a tournament. And let's just be honest, he not a favorite to even win this next game.
At all.
Let alone the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So the dynamic has shifted. Now, what I can say, he has experience. There's nobody out here with more experience than him. So he can definitely shake back. But we shall see. This is an offensive game. This is a little bit out of Joke's realm. We know Joke is a great defensive player. Arguably, top 2, top 3 defensive player ever. And that's just being nice. You know, he has a case at number 1. The dude gets the job done. You know, he is a smart player. He's very, you know, he has great instincts on when to call certain things. You know, you can never count him out. You know, I think even with this game coming up right here, the pressure is on West. You know, he's been locked into the game all year. He hasn't had his best year. You know, Joke is a made man. West wants that belt. Joke got that belt. So, you know, we shall see how can West deal with that pressure.
All right, well, you're setting this up perfectly because I want to know predictions from the two of you on who's it going to be. Is it going to be Wesley with the dub or is it going to be Joke? Let me start with you, Clef. Which one are you going to rock with?
I'm going to say this. I think
you got to pick somebody.
Joke has the style to beat West. Now, one thing about passers, a person who can play balanced and really control the clock, that dude will do a great job of controlling the clock. I guarantee you that. I'm going to pick Joke. I got to pick Joke. I think it's the perfect blend, the perfect matchup for West.
Okay, all right. Joke is the one for you. User, what are you thinking? Because we just kind of flaying Joke's tweets and said, you know what, maybe he's actually not locked in. So does that mean you're going to rock with Wesley?
I mean, listen, I'm not here to jinx anybody tonight. You see my guy TK. He think I'm out here bringing out the gauntlet. I would never do that. I'm not the mush. That's not me, man. I'm out here trying to make the best picks. And to be honest, you heard Joke responding to those people on Twitter questioning his grind. Guess what? I am one of those people. I am one of those people that believe his life is too good right now. He's not hungry enough. That's right, Clef. I'm questioning his grind. I do not believe he's where he needs to be right now to beat Wesley. Plain and simple.
Okay, so we're split. One for Joke, one for Wesley. I guess we got to get to the gameplay to see who's it going to be. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and get some Madden going. User Clef and I, the three of us, we will be back at halftime. But for now, we're going to hand it over to our good friends, Nick Mazesco and T. Davis for kickoff.
Kimmy, thank you so much. Day 3 of the Madden Bowl is underway inside MCS Stadium, and we start off with a marquee matchup. Wesley taking on Joke as we try to solve this other side of the bracket. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape, see how these two match up here in Madden 22 and TD. For somebody who users claim not very locked in, Joke sure has an advantage in terms of number of games played, 25 here in Madden 22 compared to the 18 with Wesley. But Wesley, the edge in earnings, these guys very similar in terms of their stats.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a championship type game, and we get it in the first round. This is unbelievable. Joke, the 15-year veteran, has that belt. Wesley, of course, looking for his first individual belt. Two of the stars of our sport. I want to see if Joke can really try to slow this game down because we know how high-powered Wesley is on offense.
Yeah, Ty, speaking of Wesley, break it down for us. What makes Wesley so difficult to play against?
Yeah, he's known as an offensive juggernaut, right? And he creates some great route combos within his gun bunch offense. This is a game going back against Ice here. You see him, he's going to audible over to the bunch strong formation, but he creates a great mesh concept. You see B there on a little baby in route, also has the running back on in route. So those two routes coming across the middle, really going to confuse Ice's user over the middle. He bites on these underneath routes, and boom, Wesley has the wide open crosser, getting behind it, and you can see there the user just lacking behind, has no chance to catch up with X there on the crosser. Wesley takes advantage and gets a huge play down to the sideline. So what he does is really stresses the user, forces them to make a decision. When they do that, he has the route behind it. Easy dot, big play for Wesley.
Wesley always been one of those offensive juggernauts. Well, he's going up against the belt winner in Joke. And if you don't know who Joke is, well, he's 28 years old from West New York, New Jersey. Number 10 seed here in the Madden Bowl with over $314,000 in career earnings. He has the most MCS major appearances of all time. And if he makes the final TD, he will become the first player in MCS history to earn $400,000 playing competitive Madden.
Insane. And if he wins the championship, he will be the first person at $500,000 playing Madden. I talked to Joke today, asked him about the rumor. You know, you haven't been locked in, you haven't been playing. He says, TD, this is what I do. I prepare 2 to 3 weeks before, especially the week of. I really lock in. I think Joke is going to be ready. But like we said, we saw he's 1-9 in Mudhead, so he's really been struggling. But I do think he has been locked in all week. Says he has something in store on defense for Wesley's offense.
And right there, Joke had a man open, and he overthrew him. Not a great way to start. That's one of those plays that you're looking at your quarterback going, what are we doing?
Yeah, you know, the great debate, too, with Joke is, you know, this game obviously doesn't suit his style, right? He's a defensive mastermind, right? In this game, there's really no defense in this game. It's a high-powered offensive game. But on the flip side, it's like, okay, if there's not a lot of good defense, Joke should be the guy that can find defense because he is a mastermind at defense. So talking to him, he said he has something a little bit different that Wesley hasn't seen, but the one struggle for Joke is offense. He, in a game that's known for offense, he's not known as an offensive player, really struggles. He can make some turnovers. So for him, it's about kind of controlling the clock, keeping the possessions limited for Wesley.
No surprise to see Joke out there rocking Russell Wilson as he'll be, timeout will be called. It looks like Wesley didn't like how his defense was set up.
Yeah, and it's fine to use them in the first half. You don't want to use those timeouts in the second half, but calling it early here, getting it set up. Joke tried to flip his bunch. Wesley wasn't prepared, calls the timeout.
3rd and 5. Joke's going to motion over to that gun-tight slots. Adrian Peterson on his right hip as Wilson back to pass. Into that crosser downfield. It's trying to get covered by the user, Simmons, but what a beam from Russell Wilson to Charlie Joyner. Found the space in between the safety and the user and is able to pick up a first down to the 25.
A little bit of a risky pass right there, but Joke with a streak route on the right side to bring the zone defenders back, allowing that post route to get open on the sideline for a huge play.
And now he'll go to the ground, and one of the breakout stars here in the NFL season, Cordero Patterson taking the carry. What a year he had for Atlanta.
Yeah, former Patriot Cordero Patterson. Always thought he was kind of underutilized. Didn't really live up to the hype in his career, but they found a home for him in Atlanta, became an absolute weapon.
I see teams like the 49ers using Deebo Samuel in a very similar halfback, wide receiver, hybrid position. I mean, are we just becoming, we've reached positionless basketball. Are we about to reach positionless football?
We might, right? I don't know if it'll ever get that far, but Deebo Samuel, perfect example. This guy can literally play every position. He was kick returning, running back, receiver. The Niners are lucky to have him.
Charlie Joyner splits off the left side of that tight slot, so it's like a little double Mabel coverage. He's looking for the corner. There's Cliff Branch, feet and bounds to the 1-yard line, picks up 23. So, man, for Joke, it has been a story of two different plays. Either he's getting no yards or he's picking up big chunks.
And two of his most important abilities on his roster right there. Russell Wilson, of course, with that escape artist, that pass lead elite. And then right there, Cliff Branch has that slot apprentice, puts him on a corner route, throws a dot down to the 1.
First goal, we'll see if he goes to that fullback dive. Nope, he's going to go all the way back to the halfback. Gives it to Patterson. No dive needed. Patterson will walk into the end zone. And for somebody who's not locked in, Joke sure walked down the field easily. He's on the board first.
Yeah, he is putting those rumors to bed. People saying, hey, he's a married man now. He's got a girlfriend. He's into the sports prop betting and stuff like that. He's not been playing Madden, and he shows on that first drive. He's been locked in all week. He told me he's been playing all night long, too, till the early hours of the morning, getting reps in with his guys. And on that first drive, he looked phenomenal. Made it look easy on offense.
As the kick is away, and Deebo will let that go through the end zone as we take a look at Wesley Gittens, formerly Joe Rice, but I think he's long enough been Wesley at this point that everyone's gotten used to it. 23 years old. He's down in Austin, Texas. 7 seed in the Madden Bowl with over $219,000 in career winnings. Number 9 in most wins in MCS history with 71. And he also, with a berth in the MCS final, if he wins that final, he will be the first player to win $400,000. There's an opportunity for everybody to get $400,000, it feels like at this point.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities for a lot of guys to make a lot of money here, getting rich, playing Madden, and Wesley's had a phenomenal career. Him and our guy Clef, those are the two guys I have at the top of the list of guys that are so close to getting their first individual belt. We'll see if Wesley can make a run in this tournament. A lot of people picking him to potentially face Henry in our grand championship.
Speaking of Clef the God, let's bring him in, one of the 4 members you'll hear in the booth today. Clef, Joke with a very impressive drive to start the game. He looked pretty locked into me.
Yeah, if you a Joke fan, you can't ask for a better start, man. Not known for his offense, but he went down, drove the ball, playing a Joke type of style. We saw when he won the belt in Madden 20, he was audibling around, running the ball. Now Madden 22, the meta's changed. He's audibling around, he's passing the ball. Great drive by him. But that's where he's made his money at, on the defensive end. What will we see out of him?
Well, I'm curious, by the way, while we got you, Clef, I need to know, who's rocking the man bun better? Is it Tyler Davis or Joke?
I'm going to say T. Davis, because Joke kind of at that ugly stage where it's shorter. You know what I'm saying? T. Davis been doing this a while. You got to put respect on the OG bun. That's vintage.
That. Yeah, Joke's just got to let it grow a little bit longer. You know, it's kind of in the back there, starting to get it. But, yeah, you got to put it up a little bit, you know. I'm an OG of the man bun game at this point.
First down and 10. Wesley's got that out of position. Derrick Henry at quarterback, Cordell Patterson at halfback. Back pass on first down. He finds that Charlie Joyner out to the right side. Picks up a couple, gets to a 2nd and 5.
And so far, this is kind of going to what Joke wanted. He wanted to make Wesley work for everything, but Wesley doing a great job, throwing some underneath routes, some out routes, through the out route to the running back. Goes to verticals here. I expect to see a lot of verticals from Wesley, probably the best play in the game. But Joke methodically making a move down the field, but Wesley doing a great job, takes off with that Derrick Henry at quarterback. We saw Henry use it. Wesley, of course, best friends with Henry. Both of them rocking that Derrick Henry at quarterback.
We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. Joke with the lead. So happy to have you guys along with us. Twitch, YouTube, and across the streaming platforms. Hope you guys are having a great day. How could you not with some competitive madness? Finally, Joke's defense able to get to the quarterback and bring down Henry.
And Wesley goes to that bunch strong formation a lot more than most people, in this Cincinnati playbook. Doesn't stay in the gun bunch offset, goes to the bunch strong a lot, cooks up a laser here. Corner out to the sidelines, and Joke now starting to be on his heels. And Wesley's dialed in, doesn't have a lot of emotion, but he's cool, calm, and collected. One of the best, most prolific passers we have in the community.
And you see Joke in this 2-3-6 wheel. The objective of this defense is to keep West in the pocket. West doing a good job right now by not moving in the pocket. He's just stepping up. He has 2 post-ups, which allows him to step up in the pocket. They're going to double team that D tackle. He's going to win that block. And he's doing a good job of just sliding left, stepping up, sliding right, stepping up, and really just being a pocket passer, even with escape artists.
Final play of the first quarter. Henry back in the end zone. Wide open is Charlie Joyner. Can't be leaving players that wide open in a Madden Bowl game. It's a touchdown for young Wesley Gittens.
And Clef talked about Joke audibling around a lot, but Wesley audibling around a lot. Bunch offset, bunch strong, and right there, tight slots. And it's just a seam streak right over the middle. Before that, he had the wheel route wide open, and he missed it. Joke got some pressure on him, but this time, Wesley takes advantage, seam streak out of the tight slots, and we have a tie ball game.
As the kick is away, 7 apiece, still tied up here as we'll see Joke for the 2nd time on offense. Take a look at this one more time, TD. Just simple seam streak, and there wasn't a soul in the end zone to stop Charlie Joyner.
Yeah, seam streak right down the middle. Joke getting a little bit too adjusty, didn't man up that X receiver, gets behind the cloud flats on the left side. Easy throw from Wesley, and he's on the board.
Handoff to Cordell Patterson. Let's make this booth a little crowded. Everybody scoot over. We got one great user in there. User, I gotta say, I feel like Kimmy didn't hit on it hard enough. I appreciate the unselfishness from User, changing shirts 5 minutes before the show. I mean, he really did it for the good of the broadcast.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, thank you, Nick. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things I try to do. You feel me? But let me tell you, I noticed that, like my man Clef said, Joke is out here running the 2-3-6. And let's be honest, we have not seen anybody run the 2-3-6 besides Clef the God. So now I got a question. Now, I'm not trying to be the CIA or the FBI, but it seems like maybe Clef the God may have been putting in some reps, because I promise you, I have not seen anybody run that defense but Clef. Clef?
I'm here. Do we have allegations going on? Is my own brother one great user accusing me of getting rushed with none other than Joe? Is that breaking news?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The streets told me to ask. I'm just a reporter. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing what the streets asked. They said, it's kind of questionable. It's kind of questionable.
Game recognized game. I think Joe probably seen Drenny run it. He seen me run it. And greatness, respect greatness. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's the answer. That's the answer to the public. That's what he gonna tell on the stand. Sound like you pleaded the fifth, but okay.
Oh, no. I gave you a good answer. You gotta understand, Joke is one of the smartest players ever. If it worked, the man is gonna use it, man. That's why the man got a belt.
Yeah, that 2-3-6, man, is crazy. Unfortunately, it didn't work versus Canes because he ran the ball. I need to see how Wesley's going to adjust, because he did put a lot of pressure on Wesley to stay inside that pocket with that looping linebacker.
A quick out route to Darren Waller. Picks up 6. One thing I've been impressed with so far, TD, Joke, utilizing all different sides of the field. He's using deep passes, medium passes, and there you see the short pass.
Yeah, he's audibling around a lot, going all over the field. He went to the gun tight, so not the tight slot, just the regular tight. We haven't seen that too much. But yeah, he's really looking good on offense too. Joke not known to make the best reads, but he seems dialed in, hitting those corner routes a lot, but a costly mistake right here from Joke, and now it's going to put him in a more difficult 3rd and 6. But I've been impressed. Going to a lot of corner routes, flood concepts out of the bunch. Seems like he's dialed in, getting those reps in. Looks really good as a passer.
And by the way, the best way to stop Wesley's prolific offense is keep the ball out of the offense's hands and make sure the defense stays on the field, as Wesley will use his 2nd time out of the half. Not liking Joke, as he looked like motioned out to a trips tight end formation.
Yeah, this time goes to trips, so really trying to keep Wesley off balance. Wesley staying in that nickel 3-3-5 wide, didn't like what he saw, calls the timeout.
Hit the quick snap there, found Waller. It's right at the line to gain. They're going to give it to him. It's a 1st down for Joke as he steps out of bounds with 2:37 to go in the half.
Wesley tried to dial up the pressure there, came free off that left edge, and Joke does a great job throwing those tight end out routes. Those are great ways to beat man coverage quickly. And you see Wesley audibling over from that 3-3-5 normal to get those safeties at linebackers. And I like, too, what Joke is doing here. He's really starting to use this clock, and we knew coming in Joke would try to do that, right? But I like him mixing up the run calls as well, going to that base, out of the shotgun. Really good run, especially when you take it to the left side.
And Wesley used his final time out there, hoping he can get a stop on this series and get the ball back with an opportunity to put points on the board. 2nd and 5. Out of the trips formation, Jerry Rice motions from left to right. Still Cordero Patterson on the right hip of Wilson. It will be Patterson. Once again, whole lot of room over to the left side. An easy 1st down pickup for Joke as he is inside the red zone.
And that doesn't look like a lot what Joke did, but it's an underrated aspect of the game. You're kind of disguising your offense, right? So he faked a couple hot routes. He even used motion to bring a receiver from that trip side all the way over to the right. Really kind of took Wesley's user out of the play because Wesley thought he was going to pass the ball with all those adjustments. And Joke just did a simple handoff inside zone, gets right up there, and converts the 1st down.
Ultimate Team fans, stick with us at halftime of this game. We got reveals. Those LTDs coming out tomorrow, Ty. I love those LTDs. Not only are they some of the best items in the game, but you can also quick sell them for 250,000 coins. If you're able to pull one of those bad boys, you're having a great day.
Exactly. 250,000 points just like that. Then you can go out and buy whatever you want. But yeah, those LTDs always game-changing in the MUT Ultimate Team. Can't wait to see who they are.
Russell Wilson rolling right. He wants that corner out. He's got that corner out. It's Cliff Branch back in the end zone. Joke's offense continues to hum along as the Madden Bowl belt winner goes on top 13-7. And Ty, don't forget, the last time we had an individual Madden Bowl, this man was the winner.
Exactly. 2 years ago, Joke took down the Madden Bowl. He's looking for repeat success, and he's doing great here. Going to the corner route again. That's the 2nd time this game he's gone to Cliff Branch out of that tight formation on the corner route. The corner route's been the staple of his offense in a bunch of different formations. Taking a 14-7 lead. Now, he did give Wesley a little bit too much time there. I would have liked to see him maybe run the ball again because he did get Wesley to use all those timeouts, but now you give him a lot of time here.
Take a look at this one more time. He's just waiting patiently for that little corner route to get open, and with Cliff Branch, he gets open a lot.
Yeah, and Wesley just taken out of the play. His user was kind of lacking behind, and that Cliff Branch just clears out the defense on that corner route for the easy touchdown.
Derrick Henry in trouble. Danielle Hunter at defensive tackle, able to bring down Derrick Henry for a loss, but more importantly, keeps that clock moving.
Danielle Hunter, too, one of the best players in Madden Ultimate Team right now. Pretty much everyone in this tournament has him on their squad. You see him there getting that block shed off the line. And now Joe kind of helps out Wesley, though, calling that timeout here. You know, 1 minute and 6, even with no timeouts, is plenty of time for how high-powered Wesley is in Madden 22.
2nd and 13, waiting, good coverage downfield. He'll give up the Derrick Henry 8-yard scramble, as that will be an 8-second runoff as it continues under 47 seconds to go. 45 seconds and counting. Henry at quarterback, back to pass. 4-man rush from Joke. Now pressure about to get there. Dangerous throw into coverage, but a diving catch to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, straight man coverage here a lot from Joke, and Wesley throws a risky read. And if you're Joke, though, you're okay with giving that up. Wesley smartly goes to line to spike it, give himself another chance, but now you really got to work those sidelines, right? Look for that deep crosser here. Looks like he's going to go to verticals.
Joke might be okay giving that up, but he wanted the interception there. It was tight coverage. He can't believe it didn't come up. Look at Henry getting absolutely screamed at as Derrick Henry throws this one away, and Wesley 22 seconds to get into field goal range.
Joke staying in that man coverage. He tried to go to that shake route out of Z-spot and go. I'm not sure the exact name of that route where you motion it out. Tried to beat that man coverage, but Joke had everything blanketed. He's been going to the same thing here 3 plays in a row.
There's that loop blitz once again, but this time Wesley able to find a receiver open. As Johnson will go out of bounds at the 45-yard line, stopping the clock and putting Wesley in a much better position to put points on the board.
What's one of the best ways to beat man coverage every year in Madden? A simple slant route. Wesley goes to 2 of them. It whoops that man coverage, and he gets out of bounds. Clutch dot from Wesley Gittens.
And once again, Joke used the timeout. I don't know if we've seen a game so far where both players used all 3 of their timeouts in the first half.
I know. You can tell these guys are locked in, both on the edge of their seats. Haven't seen really any emotion, any personality. These guys are just so focused, laser focused. You'll love to see it, and using those timeouts because every play means something in these type of games.
Watch the run, watch the run.
18 seconds remain. Wesley rolling right. Wants that slant route. It's well covered, but Henry's got enough speed to get out of bounds. He's inside field goal range of the 39-yard line, but you know Wesley's thinking about more.
How good is that Derrick Henry? You see the speed. That scramble allows him to get in the field goal range now. But if you're Wesley, you have to be very careful. Expect another rollout here because you cannot take a sack or end the half in the spot.
12 seconds, 11 seconds. Rolling right. He might be looking deep down the field. Instead, he'll just take off with Henry. 7 seconds remain. Is there enough time, TD, to take a shot to the end zone?
I thought he might have had a chance if he threw that post. I thought he might have took the chance. Goes the conservative approach. This is going to be another rollout here. I think he's just going to try to get it out of bounds or throw it away.
And Dane kept it in. He'll throw this one away. With 4 seconds left. Now we expect to see the field goal unit come out on the field. It will indeed a 43-yard attempt for Wesley to cut into this lead. For both these players, though, a good first half.
Really good first half. I mean, you can't really pick a favorite going into it right now. Wesley with the smart decision there. He called one last play to be able to, use the whole clock. And you heard him there say he missed a touchdown. I think he might have had a chance at that post route, but 14-10 going into the half. I'm impressed with both guys, especially Joke on offense. Didn't expect these type of reads, this type of precision with his passes. But Wesley going down there to get that field goal before half, that really does a lot as he's going to get the ball to start the second half.
As that will go through the back of the end zone. It will be Wesley starting off the ball to kick off the second half. What a battle it has been so far. We expected this from these two veterans. Joke the slim 14-10 lead, but Wesley will have the ball to start the second half. What action we had. For more reaction to what we've seen, let's throw it back to Kimmy, User, and Pharrell Williams. I'm sorry, Clef the God.
Nick, now you're the shady one. I don't even have to do it, but welcome in, everybody, to the Refill Show presented by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Halftime is your lunchtime. The current score is 14-10. Joke, he's showing us why he's one of the best defensive players in Madden by just holding Wesley to a field goal to ensure that it stayed 14-10 and he continued to have the lead. Now, Pharrell Williams, Clef, I can't even make the joke. I can't even do it as seamlessly as Nick just did. Tell me what you've seen in this first half and what you expect for a crazy second half.
Well, first of all, Pharrell Williams, he a clean brother. He not this clean.
The best.
He not this clean though. He not. But I will say this. Joke is playing a good half, but so is Wes. I think both of them are playing a great half. This game comes down Madden 22, ball control, clock management. Joke did a great job of taking a lot of time with him on that drive. Wes had about a minute, 20, minute 30 left. He had no timeouts, and Joke did a great job of tackling him in bounds, holding him to 3. I think it's an even match right now. It is, but clock management is showed its face here early, and we'll see where it goes second half. Now, Wes needs to get 7 out of half to make this game feel like more of that he has the momentum. Because right now, Joke does have the momentum. Even if he goes up 3, you get the ball back. You feel comfortable on this game that you can score. So who's going to get that stop first? Joke held him to 3. Let's see what happens in the second half.
Yep, and Wesley receiving the kickoff in the second half. So like you said, hoping to capitalize off of that and get 7 on the first drive of the second half. I heard the two of you guys in my ear going crazy, though, over a play that Joke had. It was when he scored and went up to have the lead 14-7. It was a corner route from Russell Wilson. User, I want to hear from you. What was so impressive about that? Because you guys both said in my ear, oh, look, he's locked in now.
Because Joke, he was running great clock management. He had already got all the timeouts out of Wesley, and Wesley gave up the corner route right here, trying to get an animation with Isaiah Simmons, and Joke took it. And to be honest, The way Joke was managing this clock, the way he was milking, I was like, oh man, this looked like the real deal Joke. This looked like old Joke before the belt because he was managing the clock great, but him scoring that fast, he left Wesley time to put 3 on the board. I was like, you know what? Y'all might be right with the mush. They bringing that energy. It's out of control. But now I'm looking, Wesley is going down. I just really felt like Joke played an impeccable first half. The way he managed the clock until that last minute and 30 when he scored. If he would have took some more time off and made sure Wesley didn't get that ball back, I was really starting to question my pick. But Wesley, we're in good shape right now. He's only down 4 and he gets the ball.
All right, so it's a pretty evenly matched game. We're going to see the second half of that game in just a little bit. But first, we've got a huge night of giveaways, so why don't we actually get into it? What exactly are we giving out, you ask? That's half of the fun. We are going to be revealing 2 LTD items being released tomorrow. Let's go ahead and start on the defensive side and take this 97 overall Bradley Chubb. 90 plus all around. Now, Clef, I know you love some defense. What do you think about this one?
This is an amazing card. We know size matters and strength matters in Madden. He got 96 strength. Power him up all the way, he gonna have 97 strength. He's a 90-90 guy. What I mean by that? 90 power, 97 finesse. It would be 98 power. 98 finesse. You need those 90-90 guys with the traits, with the strength, with the speed, especially if you Broncos theme team. You gotta have them. You gotta have them.
All right, you gotta have him. Someone lucky enough to be getting him later on. But if I talk about the defense, I gotta give some love to the offensive side of the ball as well. Let's check out this 97 overall Calvin Ridley. That's right, look at that 95 speed. I'm sure somebody wants that on their offensive squad. User, give me your thoughts on this one.
Oh, this Calvin really go crazy. This feels like a TJ special. It feels like a TJ special. You know, the white algae crumpler, I felt like he pulled this out his bag. You know, Calvin really, he's gonna be perfect on the Falcons theme team. He's gonna be 99 speed once you power him up. He's a route runner, 6'1". He's big enough to get big on these boys. Listen, this card is a must have. Y'all know you need to add him to the roster, especially if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan.
All right, we have so many more giveaways to come tonight and tomorrow. That's half of the fun of watching the games, is seeing if you can get lucky enough to win something. Now, we're going to toss it back over to our guys, Nick and Ty, after this quick break. Guys, continue to stay locked in. Joke versus Wesley. Joke ahead by 4. Second half kicking off right after this. The Ultimate Madden Bowl is brought to you in part by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Lunchtime is your halftime.
All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA. Give it to me in a pinch, it's in my DNA. You can take it all, the crowd will fit you anyway. Let me get it crackin', W, come out the other side.
Hello, everybody. What a beautiful evening here in Southern California where all the stars are out for the grand opening of Maddenland.
This park has everything, including Jalen. How you feeling?
Feels like game day, all right.
Then there's the pressure cooker. It's one heck of a ride. The rush of adrenaline, the joy, and the chaos of a game day experience. It's all right here. Aaron.
Here, you can literally ride momentum. And dreams are made with the dream team you built.
Welcome to Madden Land.
It's game time, baby.
One of the best plays in MCS history.
Who will be the champion?
Yeah, reminder, guys, make sure that you have your Twitch account linked with your EA account and you are earning those drops where you can earn that free 95 overall Derwin James Jr. You can see right there, comes stocked with Acrobat, comes stocked with Pick Artist, 96 speed, 95 excel, and you know Derwin James is going to lay the lumber with 97 hit power. So again, make sure your EA account is linked with your Twitch account. Earn a free Derwin James just for hanging out and watching some competitive Madden. And speaking of Derwin James, he tweeted this out about the NFL Pro Bowl Madden NFL Edition, talking about how Nick Chubb and he are representing the AFC. Watch the AFC and NFC Showdown featuring guys like Derwin James, Nick Chubb, Justin Jefferson, and Micah Parsons. It all goes down Saturday, February 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern on the NFL YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as EA Madden NFL Twitch channels. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch those guys battle it out on the virtual gridiron after such great seasons from some of the young stars in the game. We've got ourselves quite a game right now between Joke and Wesley. It is just a slim lead for the defending individual Madden Bowl champion Joke. 14-10. Wesley will have the ball to start the second half. And, you know, Ty, talk about Joke, man. By the numbers, Joke's career is absolutely bonkers to look at when you start to break it down. 14 MCS major appearances, that's the most all time. Third highest MCS career earnings, 114, the most MCS career wins, over $300,000, and he can add to that. Ty, Joke has gone from a guy who we knew for a long time as maybe the best player without the belt to now that he has that belt, in the conversation as a top 3 MCS player of all time.
Yeah, exactly. He's in that top 3 to top 5 all time. Outside the MCS, inside the MCS, he's done it all. He's been playing since Madden 07 on the competitive circuit. And of course, like we talked about, that story 2 years ago, we thought he came so close so many times. We didn't think he could ever get over that hump and get that belt, and then he did. And he's just written his legacy. His resume is impeccable.
Again, $314,000 in career earnings, but you take a look at our Ultimate Madden Bowl prize pool, he can earn another $250K, putting him over $500,000 if he's able to take down the entire prize pool. $1 million prize pool, the largest in MCS history. $250,000, the largest first place prize in MCS history. But as you can see, there's still a lot of work to go. These guys have already earned $30,000 just for being here. So, Ty, it's crazy to think that these games, they're all looking at that top prize, but these games right now, $25,000 games of Madden.
Yeah, this is life-changing money, especially when we get to those 3rd and 4th place games for $100K. But yeah, $25,000 game of Madden. And of course, this is the biggest Madden tournament ever, $1 million prize pool. Someone is going to be really, really rich, and they're going to win the biggest Madden tournament ever. And can it be Wesley or Joke? You got to think these two guys are some of the favorites to come out of this right side of the bracket. And of course, we got Noah tomorrow. Can't wait to see what he's got.
Is he wearing a Coastal Carolina hat? Is that the Chanticleers? What are we talking about there? Noah will face the winner of this game. You know, he's looking forward to who he gets to play.
Oh yeah, you know he's scouting all these guys. That number 2 seed got the bye, sitting pretty, waiting for tomorrow. And he's gonna have to go up against one of these two guys, though. These two guys battle-tested, 2 of the biggest stars of our sport. And this drive is huge for both guys. If you're Wesley and you can go down, take this lead, that does a lot for you. But if you're Joke and you can get a stop and maybe go up 2 possessions. So this drive right here is crucial for both these guys going forward.
First down and 10 for Wesley. He's back to pass with Derrick Henry. Waiting, he might have X all the way down the field. He's going to load up and launch it. Diving catch, Charlie Joyner to the 32-yard line. Big play to kick off the second half.
Yeah, and you know, Joke's been getting a lot of pressure on, but right there, Wesley had plenty of time, he even rolled out. And the interesting thing I want to point out is Wesley actually has 2 post-up abilities on his offensive line. We don't see too many guys rocking those offensive line abilities, but he has both of them, and it helped a lot on that big conversion right there.
And then he'll pick up another first down over the middle, finding the big tight end, Darren Waller. 14-10 our score. Wesley looking to start off the second half on the right foot. He'll step up, he'll throw it. Dangerous throw! It's picked off. Isaiah Simmons off the tip. Going the other way is Joe. To the 10, to the 14-yard line, and that could be a play in a game that has been so close that changes the outcome.
That was huge right there for Joke. And we talk about verticals, right? Those wheel routes are so big in Madden 22. Joke did an excellent job in that 2-3-6. Had his slot defender, looked like he was in a vertical hook. And Wesley just forced it. Tried to highball the tight end wheel route. And Joke gets the swat and then the pick. And that can be a game-changing play.
Russell Wilson rolling right as Joke wants to take advantage. He'll step out of bounds, actually lose a yard on the play, but tying a game that felt like one of those whoever has the ball last wins the game. That play is monstrous.
Yeah, and that's the one thing for Wesley. He can kind of, you know, sometimes he can force it. He has that Brett Favre in him, that gunslinger. Can try to force it a little bit. He did there. Joke takes advantage. Of course, Joke in this Las Vegas Raiders offensive playbook really loves to audible around. And he's been going to this bunch tight end play a lot. He's got the underneath out route, a corner route behind it, checks it down to the out route. So Joke right now in complete control of this ball game.
Let's bring in Clef the God. Clef, what a big play. It looked like Wesley was just going to walk down the field, but how about Joke able to force a turnover and take control of this game?
Huge play by Joke. And this is why I picked Joke to win, because the remedy versus West is people who can control the clock. He starts pressing. You saw him press. That's a press throw right there because he's down 4. He feels like he needs to get 7 because he can't stop this dude. And this dude is controlling the clock. This is what you saw Kerry Q do versus him too. He started pressing versus him. So West versus runners, it's not a good matchup for him because he always starts pressing and trying to get 7 instead of just taking what the game is giving him.
And how about right there, Clef? Joke able on 4th and 4. You can see him take a deep breath there. That's a big play where if he doesn't pick that up, he's wasted the interception. He calmly finds the dig route over the middle and picks up a first down.
Yeah, and with somebody like Joke, the how great he is with intangibles, I look for him to really bleed this clock out. He about to start taking everything under 5, under 10. He's going to really look to milk this and make this game shorter where West might touch it one more time and that's it.
14-10, now Joke with the ball and the lead, facing a 2nd and 7. We'll go back to that tight slots formation. This seems to be where he's been the most comfortable in this compressed formation. He's got Joyner and Rice over to the left side. He'll roll right with Russell Wilson. He's going to look for that corner out. That's another tight window throw, and he finds Darren Waller down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Joke's offense just relies on these corner routes, and this gun tight, it's a little bit different than the tight slots meta we've been seeing, right? But similar concepts right there. Corner route, this time to the tight end, usually goes to Cliff Branch, but this time the tight end, and Wesley just has no answer to these outside routes.
Now he'll go back to the ground with Cordero Patterson. And that's what scary Ty is. When he goes to this trips, he's showing these run plays out of trips, out of bunch, out of tight slots. The biggest thing is he's picking up 5 yards per carry, which is just deflating for a defensive team.
And that's one of the most important things. Keep your opponent off balance so they never know what to do. You said it. He's audible in the trips. He's audible into the tight, but he has the run plays in those formations as well to really keep you honest.
He's got a touchdown if he wants it. He's got a touchdown if he wants it. Jerry Rice in the end zone. Easy pitch and catch. And the man who won the last individual Madden Bowl is looking pretty confident out there. Now up 2 scores.
Yeah, he looks dialed in. And say what you want about Madden 22. We know there's no defense, but this is the best we've ever seen Joke play offense. Now, does it have to do something with the game? I don't know, but he looks dialed in. He hasn't really missed a read all game, and it's pretty much corner row every single play. Left side, right side, mixing in the run. You know, playing exceptional John Madden football right now. And now he puts Wesley in a hole. Of course, plenty of time. That's a big drive, big touchdown.
Take a look at this replay one more time. Rice pretty much open the entire time.
Yeah, and you see the extra out the deep post, brings the zone defenders back a little bit, and Jerry Rice just gets to the outside. Joke pass led that ball to the left side, clicks on, makes the catch in the end zone.
1st and 10 for Wesley. Needs to answer quickly. He'll find Andre Johnson, who will go out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 9 of 13, $155 for Wesley. A good game. One mistake, though, and that was a crucial one inside the red zone.
And those are the most important things, right? Madden 22, you can't make any mistakes. It's about limiting your possessions, and you got to be able to score every single drive. So for Wesley to throw that pick in the red zone, you can see he just looks disgusted himself right now. But like I said, there's plenty of time to bounce back here. We got to move a little bit of tempo.
Stepping up with Derrick Henry. Wesley will slide down just shy of the 1st down marker. As we near the end of the 3rd quarter, going to be a 2nd and 1 as he's going to try to utilize some tempo. He's got Joyner, Rice, and Waller in the bunch. Allworth to the opposite side. Now he'll flip the bunch, leaving Charlie Joyner, the lone wide receiver, on the right side of the formation. Cordero Patterson on the right hip of that quarterback, Derrick Henry, former Alabama Crimson Tide, rolling left and trying to throw across his body. And right there, he showed why he's a running back.
And that's the one thing that limits Derrick Henry is that deep accuracy. Just completely, airmailed that one. Wasn't even close. Of course, you talked about Charlie Joyner. He's got Lance Allworth. Charlie Joyner with that slot apprentice. Lance Allworth with that outside apprentice. And Joke countering that has 6 acrobats out there in his secondary. You see 2 at linebacker there where he's utilizing those safeties. So you want to combat Wesley's high-powered passing attack. Those acrobats do a great job.
Across his body. He's got Andre Johnson making people miss.
Right.
User, do you talked a lot about in the beginning the tweets, whether Joke was locked in or not. Has he proved to you that he is locked in? Has he proved that he is ready for this Madden Bowl?
Okay, Nick, I was wrong. Moving on. All right, next question.
Okay, cool.
Like I was saying.
Hey, that's easy enough. Easy enough.
If you look at this defense that Joke is running, the 2-3-6, he has that right outside linebacker looping every time as he screams once again, and he's putting so much pressure on Wesley. You can tell Wesley was not prepared for this 2-3-6 defense. Every time that linebacker is looping on the running back side, it's making Wesley either roll out quick or try to step up in the pocket where he's not able to throw dots. He's doing a lot of scrambling. Him scrambling has also helped milking this clock for him to lose the game. So Joke is running phenomenal defense, but this time he's switching it up, going to double-A gap. Let me see what he's ready to cook up right here.
Yeah. And User, that goes back to you were saying, Joke wasn't prepared, but this goes into the preparation. When you come with something outside the box like this, Wesley hasn't seen, that's preparation. And he's been locked in all week doing that. So goes back to your point saying, never mind, big touchdown here from Wesley.
There's Darren Waller. There's a touchdown. That's what Wesley can do so easily, is get down the field and score in a hurry. 4:50 to go. The question is, does Wesley have the defense to stop Joe?
Yeah, but see, guys, User, Nick, I have a problem with that, though, right? He's been doing so good in the 2-3-6, got the looping blitz, really, and then he switches over to double-A gap? Like, what's the reason for that? And then as soon as he does that, Wesley throws a touchdown. Makes no sense to me.
Exactly. You got to trust his lab work. He already has been playing phenomenal defense with the 2-3-6. That's how he got the turnover inside the red zone. And you saw Wesley took full advantage of it. Like, this is the one time I don't have to worry about that linebacker looping. Let me make sure I get 7, and that's what he did.
A big drive here for Joke. An opportunity to milk this clock down and maybe put this game away. But if Wesley can get a stop, we got a whole different ball game. 21-17 our score. As great start for Wesley's defense, able to get in the backfield. Javon Curse with the sack.
And look at that. We just talked about kind of Joke switching his defense. Wesley's been in the 3-3-5 wide all game, switched it up on that play. Looks like now he's going back to the 3-3-5 wide, though. But that was a huge sack. Sent a little bit of pressure, able to get that block shed, forced Joke into a tough 2nd and 15.
Going right with Wilson. Bring that corner out. That is impeccable stick work from Joke. Able to swerve and get that catch in front of the defender.
Yeah, really great stick work right there. Way to click on to the receiver. make that user catch on the sideline, and Wesley continues to give up these corner routes. If I'm Wesley right now, you got to do everything you can just to shut down the sidelines and funnel everything to the middle of the field.
There's Cordero Patterson with the carry as we near the 4-minute mark. Ty, this is where Joke is scary dangerous.
Oh, yeah. This is where Joke, especially at this point in the game, under 4 minutes now, you know, in that 4-minute offense, play ball control. He's going to mix in the run a little bit here and try to, you know, milk this whole entire fourth quarter if he can.
2nd down and 8. For Joke, back to pass, and he'll go underneath to Cordero Patterson. Basically like a run play there, TD. Just looks underneath, gets his 5.
Cordero Patterson's been a weapon for him. Those halfback ins and out routes in Madden 22, really difficult to defend. They beat man coverage. They get underneath the zones, as you saw there. Kind of got in between the zone defenders underneath the user. And that's a nice little pickup right there. Like you said, basically like a run call right there. And I would expect Joke now to go back to a short pass. Look for maybe an out route, halfback wheel, or something short over the middle.
3rd and 3, and Joke will use his first timeout of the second half. Didn't like how he was lined up, and now he's back out there in the gun bunch. Bunch to the short side. Cordero Patterson on the left side. He'll motion to that tight slots formation. Got Darren Waller out there at tight end. He'll flip the tight end over to the left side. A lot of adjustments here for Joke, trying to get the scheme that he wants, the look that he wants from Wesley. He'll give it to Patterson. The run defense from Wesley steps up, and the biggest play of the game here, TD, 4th and 6.
Here we go. You see Wesley putting up that one finger. He knows one stop, and he's right back in it.
And Wilson, right side, he's got Darren Waller. Joke picks up another first down, and Joke is creeping closer to another $25,000 in the bank.
Wesley went with a cover 0 man coverage blitz, and Joke hits him with that Darren Waller out route. Again, been a staple in clutch moments for him. Joke coming up clutch time and time again on a few conversions, and now he's going to go back to the ground game.
They'll give it to Cordero Patterson with a great gap shoot from Wesley Gittins, utilizing that Isaiah Simmons to get in the backfield.
This is a battle coming down to the wire. Not surprised at all. Two savvy veterans. You see Joke going to take this play clock down under 5. He's going to take it down, the game clock to under 2:30 here. So this will be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
He's trying to stress the defense. He stressed him real bad. He found Jerry Rice with not a soul around him. He'll cut inside. He'll have a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line as Joke, a guy who's been known throughout his career to play defense and to run the ball, he sure has been slinging it today.
And now Wesley on the edge of his seat because he knows he has to figure out a way to hold Joke to a field goal. A touchdown, and it's probably game over. Both guys going to go deep into thought here. Joke take a sip of the water. And now for Wesley, we're going to go to the 2-minute warning here. It's going to be about the timeouts here. So you cannot, but it's 1st and goal. So what does Joke do in this spot, right? Because you want to force Wesley to burn those timeouts, right? But you also need a touchdown here. A field goal, you're going to give way too much time to Wesley. So a lot of strategic stuff is going to go into this last 2 minutes.
I'm going to guess Cordero Patterson's going to get a couple carries here. Wesley's run defense has been stellar here on this drive. It's been the passing that has gotten him. Can Joke milk those timeouts away from Wesley and get into the end zone, as Joke will use another timeout? He's only got 1 remaining.
Yeah, and that's okay for Joke at this point, though, because you're going to have the lead regardless, unless, you know, a crazy turnover happens, you force something. So using those timeouts when you have the lead in the spot, not a big deal. But now all the pressure's just on Wesley here. He needs to figure out a way to not give up 9 yards and into the end zone.
1st down and goal. Bunch to the wide side. Joke 9 yards away from a 2-possession lead. Wesley needs to hold Joke to a field goal to stay alive. And he's back to pass on 1st down. He'll take off with Wilson. He's going to end up losing about half a yard, but he'll take one of those precious timeouts away from Wesley.
Big sack right there. Joke got to be careful. He needs his ball carrier on conservative. You don't want to get a sack fumble in this spot. And Wesley just needs 2 more of those, force him into a 4th and goal.
Now he's going to go to the trips tight end formation. Joke utilizing a lot of different offenses out here, trying to give Wesley different looks. Now he'll go back to the tight slots, it looks like, with Patterson to the left of Russell Wilson. And he'll drop back to pass with Wilson once again. He doesn't want to run the ball. He wants to throw it, and he has Jerry Rice with a huge touchdown. Only 2 timeouts remain for Wesley, but it's a 2-possession lead for Joke.
Have you guys heard of the wheel route? There it is, and that might be the dagger. You see Wesley, it's starting to set in for him. He used that timeout, so it's going to be very difficult to come back from. Went with the 4 verticals out of tight slots. It's basically 2 wheel routes to the outside, and Joke low passes it to Jerry Rice, and you see Wesley now. It's starting to set in. If he can maybe get down the field, though, and kick his field goal with under, a minute 30 and not use those timeouts, there's a small chance, but it's going to be very difficult.
Take a look one more time, Ty. This could be a $25,000 play for Rydell Brito.
Yeah, low ball, wheel route. How many times have we seen that this year? So effective, especially in the red zone.
As Henry scrambles, trying to find some room. He'll pick up 7.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 47. I'm here all day.
And there's the defense from Joke. This is where Joke really locks down. This is why it's so tough to play from behind against Joke, is when Joke knows you need a touchdown and knows you need to score quickly, that's when he starts sending the dogs.
Exactly, and he's playing back in his coverage here. He's letting those guys come off the edge. He's doing a great job using. He's just playing bend but don't break right now. He wants you to pass the ball inbounds, use all this clock.
Beam to Lance Allworth, just got over the acrobat. Wesley's still fighting here down 11.
And that makes it interesting here. Let's see if Wesley now decides he's not going to go field goal yet. Maybe 1 or 2 shots, and then you go field goal. I'm a little surprised though, but that's a big dot. He still has a little bit of life.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not going field goal because he still has 2 timeouts. He could use those. He's looking over the top. It's on the run and accurate. Boy, that could have been picked off.
Yeah, that was really scary right there. He had him too. A couple steps on him. Joke was user in his defensive lineman Hunter, and Wesley could have took advantage, but the pressure was coming and just got a really bad throw. And there's that deep accuracy that we talked about with Henry.
It's left side. That's Cordero Patterson. And he'll pick up a first down to the 26. Minute 24 to go. Let's see what Wesley's thinking. It looks like he's still going to keep the offense out on the field.
Yeah, Nick, I would think about kicking it here. I really would now. The clock is really dwindling. You got to think this is a shot to the end zone, or at least a corner out, something like that, skinny post over the middle. Got the tight end.
Got A, wide open. Darren Waller. Tyler Davis, you look foolish. Wesley's into the end zone. Too easy. Joe can't believe he left the former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket wide open.
That's a big blown coverage right there from Joe. Had a feeling the corner out was coming. You got to guard those in that situation. Wesley obviously going to go for 2, and he has a little bit of life now, saving those 2 timeouts.
Got some life out there. 2-point conversion. Try to cut this to a field goal. You got to expect we're probably going to get an onside kick here. We've seen 2 onside kicks recovered in the MCS this year. Could we see 3? First, a 2-point conversion attempt. He's got Andre Johnson open and just didn't make the catch.
That hurt so bad. It was wide open. What a play design. Wide trail with the corner out to the pylon. Ooh. And now we got a big onside kick.
The lefty onside kick. It's picked up by Charlie Joyner. That's big for Joke. The hands team does their job.
Yeah, that's huge. Wesley had to kick the onside there. Because even if you give up a field goal, there's still life. Obviously, you're not going to have much time. But not converting that 2-point conversion really hurts as well. I mean, that was wide open. Really heartbreaking for Wesley. But now this is where
Joe... And the worst part is he could have run it in with Henry, too.
Exactly, yeah. He had some options. And now Joe going to go straight goal line. A little fullback dive here, Superman jump. And, of course, Wesley burns that timeout as quick as possible.
Here's the thing that concerns me about this goal line move, is if he gets stuffed one time, he's not at an easy field goal right now. This is incredibly conservative from Joe.
Yeah, I don't love it. I'd like to see him, audible around to all those different inside zones that he's kind of been doing all game, whether it be the base out of bunch or the inside zones out of bunch tight end or trips tight end. I think that kind of, because you still have the threat of maybe he might pass, and that can really catch you off guard. So I don't necessarily agree with this decision, but these Superman jumps are really good. So he's getting closer and closer.
As you saw there, Noah looking on and waiting to see who he will play tomorrow. He had one of the 2 first-round buys. 3rd and 5, he goes to that inside zone. It's Cordero Patterson. He did not get the first down. He stopped at the 36. Do you kick 3 here, Ty, or do you look to put the game away?
Oh, decision time for Rey Del Brito. 1 yard to go. Oh, man. I don't know. You get this down to like 25 seconds. I think you kick it, go up 8. But he might go aggressive. This is huge.
He's lined up in the goal line formation. Can he pick up 1 yard, or will Wesley Gittins get the stop to keep him alive? We'll see if Joe even snaps this ball.
Yeah, he's not going to snap it. He's not going to snap it.
Come on.
He does snap it.
Come on, Wes.
Oh,
Find a way. Find a way to
Tackle
score
in
right
the
here, man.
backfield. Wesley has life.
Oh, my God. What is Joe doing?
Find a
He
way,
just
Wes.
gave Wesley the chance of all chances. I think he rushed it, too. He hiked it at 4 on the play clock. It looked like he panicked a little bit there, and Wesley blows it up and has a chance now.
From dead to alive, Frankenstein's monster is here. Wesley down by 5, but has the ball and has life. Bunch to the right side. Henry back to pass. Can Joe's defense step up and make a play? There goes Derrick Henry. He's got a lot of room down the sidelines. 33 seconds left, and Wesley is past midfield. TD, could Joe have lost $25,000 with that call on 4th and 1?
Unbelievable. Pandemonium here. This is crazy. 33 seconds is eternity in Madden 22, especially for how good Wesley is on offense. Joke, he's got to be kicking himself.
See if Joke's defense, it's been his hallmark, has been so good. Over the top! Allworth, it's knocked out of his hands, almost a touchdown, and Wesley can't believe that Lance Allworth didn't hold on to that one.
He almost dialed it up. The beater over the top. He had that earlier too and didn't take the chance. This time he takes the chance, but Allworth can't make the aggressive catch in the end zone. I like that though from Wesley. Take the chance there. You still have 26 seconds. The shot, it almost worked. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to hang on, but still a lot of time here. I like that play call from Wesley Gittins.
8-1 aids Wesley. Still with life. Henry outside the pocket. Contained Keenan there, but a great throw from Henry to Andre Johnson to the 30-yard line. And Joke is seeing his spot in the next round slip away as Wesley just 30 yards away from taking the lead.
Joke is almost seething. You saw him rubbing his face like a madman right there. He knows he pretty much almost let this thing go, but can Wesley take advantage?
He locked up 16, 15 seconds. There goes Henry on the scramble. Down the sidelines, he'll step out of bounds. 13-yard gain, 13 seconds left, $25,000 on the line.
Yeah, about 2, maybe 3 plays here to the end zone for $25,000 for Wesley. Is he gonna come up clutch? 17 yards to glory. Remember, he needs a touchdown. No field goals here.
1st and 10. Joyner split off the bunch. Back to pass for
Find
Wesley.
a fucking way, Wes.
He's got a corner route. He's got Johnson. Touchdown for Wesley Gittins.
A $25,000 laser beam, and Joke with one of the worst folds we've seen. You can see the emotion now. He knows this game was in the bag. He dominated this game, especially in the second half, played it perfectly, flawlessly, and just one decision on 4th and 1 might cost him $25K.
2-point conversion for West. He'll go to pass and walk in the end zone. Joke, 9 seconds, 1 timeout. And Wesley has gone from dead in the water to elated as he is 9 seconds away from a meeting with Noah tomorrow and to stay alive in the Madden Bowl.
What a game. Gotta wonder what Noah's thinking over there, scouting this, watching this. Thought he had Joke for a while, he's gonna play, and now he might have a chance at Wesley. But Joke, with that timeout, obviously this has gotta be a deep shot. We're looking at a deep crosser, a deep corner route. If you're Wesley, you can't have a mental lapse here. You have to stay focused. You've gotta guard these deep sidelines.
Does Joke have something deep down the field? He's gonna have to throw it up. He's looking at the seam, and it's picked off, and that's gonna be your ball game. Wesley Gittins is on to the next round. He pockets an extra $25,000 with an almost improbable comeback.
Unbelievable. What a game. Joke walks away. What a 4th and 1 stand.
Let's go, bro.
You heard Wesley say it. He said, I played so bad, and it doesn't matter. And that's perfect. Joke played flawlessly, controlled this game from the jump, and 1 goal line stand for Wesley, and then a clutch drive with no timeouts to put the icing on the cake. What a battle between these two guys, and Wesley's gonna advance.
Heartbreak for the defending individual Madden Bowl champion as Wesley's defense steps up on 4th and a yard, and then Wesley puts together a fantastic drive. He takes the win 31-28. Ty cannot believe how that game ended. It looked like Wesley was dead in the water, but let's not discount. He put together 2 touchdown drives in the last 3 to 4 minutes to take the lead in that game. It wasn't just a defensive stop. He was perfect on offense in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was super clutch of him, too. Perfect on offense. You knew that was going to be the case, though. Wesley's so good on offense. Joke, made it a little bit difficult for him, made him work for everything. But talk about that final drive. I mean, I think he had 33 seconds, no timeouts. Not an easy task. Plenty of time there, but still not easy. You got to get out of bounds. He scrambled a lot with Henry, and then he threw that clutch dot in the back of the end zone. What a performance. What a way to fight back.
I wonder, Ty, you go, again, 4th and 1 stop. Joe goes to goal line. It looked like Wesley had about everybody in the backfield. I don't know if he ran commit or it was just unbelievable sheds for Wesley. But you go back to that moment. I know 20/20 hindsight. Should Joke have kicked 3 there to go up by a full 7?
Well, I thought, going into it, looked like Joke was going to kind of, see what he saw, right? And then maybe call the timeout and then kick the field goal. I thought that and then I think he rushed it. You see here, he's kind of waiting. He was thinking about it a little bit. He even kind of took his hand off the controller and he hiked it with 4 on the play clock, which wasn't necessary. He still had a timeout he could have called. I really do think he rushed it for no reason. And he almost maybe panicked a little bit in that situation, which is very uncharacteristic for him. And Wesley took advantage.
Now, this is what competitive Madden is all about. 2 greats battling it out. And joining us now, $25,000 richer, is none other than Wesley with a clutch win. Wes, congratulations, my friend. Man, oh man, I don't know what your mindset was, but it looked tough there at the end. Talk me through the 4th and 1, able to get that stop. What was going through your mind the second you saw that you had 30 seconds and a chance to win this game?
Well, to start off, when he came out in goal line on 4th and 1, I was actually happy because, being down by 8, best case I go to OT, which, is whatever happens, happens, and I would have go more yards than I went. But, man, just huge shout out to, Canes and Volt because they flew in this goal line defense for, literally yesterday, and it came up big for me. And then offensively, with 40 seconds left, it was kind of just no timeouts. I got to get out of bounds every chance I get and, just kind of find a way to, make it happen.
Yeah, Wesley, congrats. What a way to fight back. Take me through that last drive, though, because, you said at 40 seconds, that is kind of a lot of time, but, no timeouts. Were you a little bit nervous there? And then talk about that final play when you cooked up the corner out in the back of the end zone.
I wasn't really too nervous, honestly. I had a really good feeling of what he was doing. I feel like I played good offense the whole game. I kind of just made one mistake in the red zone. Actually, the biggest thing for me that drive was to just try and get near the red zone because I have a lot of faith in my red zone offense. And, yeah, and the dot for the game, kind of I stole that one from Henry. I think I ran the same exact play, and, I guess it worked out.
I'm curious, you have Henry on the other side of the bracket. What a run that he had. How much confidence does it bring you knowing that somebody that you are not just close with personally, but somebody that you lab with is able to make it to the final? And how much confidence does that give you moving forward?
Well, going into every single tournament, I always think, 818's just far and ahead, the best crew. We're always ahead of the curve in some sort of way. And, Henry making the finals like he did, clutching up how he did, it's super impressive. And, I was definitely happy for him when he made it. I feel like Canes also made a good run. So, hopefully now Pilot makes a good run too.
Man, what a game. You treated us to $25,000 in the pocket, and the job isn't done yet. Congratulations. We will see you tomorrow to battle Noah. What a game to kick off day 3 of the Madden Bowl. I don't know what even to say. I mean, this just seems like the norm here with the Madden Bowl. Nothing but close games. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk with Noah, see what he thought while watching that game. And then, of course, we got game number 2. AI Nash taking on Spamming Buttons. The action continues after this.
MCS history.
Who will be the champion?
Welcome back in, everyone. That is your final score. It literally coming down to the last 13 seconds of the fourth quarter, but Wesley able to get it done. Joke, not so much. 31-28. You guys, this was probably the craziest game I've seen of this entire Madden tournament thus far. We've had some crazy ones. So Clef and User, help me talk through some of these highlights, starting off in the first quarter. Actually, before we get to that, Joke, this breaking right on Twitter, Joke taking to Twitter and saying, this is the worst loss of my Madden career. I can't believe I didn't just kick a field goal. Honestly, I feel like defense is impossible in this game, so I wanted to end the game, but wow, that was the worst decision of my entire Madden career. Taking to Twitter after User pointed out that he's been taking to Twitter this entire season to air out his qualms regarding Madden. And this loss is no different. Now, I promise I'm going to take us through the highlights. So let's get to it. User and Clef, start me off. We're here in the first quarter. Wesley's in the end zone. And what does he do? He fires a dot right there to Charlie Dorner for the 13-yard touchdown to tie the game 7-7. You guys take it away for the second.
Laser up the seam. Listen, if you already know Joke, he's been Twitter fingers his whole life. But right here, he comes back with a dot on the corner route versus Wesley. Wesley tries to respond right here. And this is where he messes up right after half, trying to force it. Big boy interception right here. This is where the tide's turning. We felt like, okay, it's over. Joke got to stop. He's on Twitter saying it's impossible to get to stop. But guess what? You got to stop. Then he comes right back with a laser to the corner of the end zone. He's up 2 possession going into the fourth. You're like, this is it. GG's.
Yeah, and right here, Joke make a questionable decision. Go on the double A gap after you've been playing good defense in the wheel. You leave what got you there. You know, he gives up a dot to the corner route. Darren Waller touchdown right here, 4th and 6. Joke makes a great play. This is flood. This is a pass lead up. That flat route gets upfield. Very hard to stop. Big dot to keep the drive going. Keep the momentum going. Right here, we got verticals. If you ain't throwing wheels, you missing out on deals because the wheels is the best route in Madden 22.
Hey, and like Clef was saying right there, that's like what Clef was saying right there on that 4th and 1. The decision to run the ball 3 times in a row, Clef felt like that was the worst decision. As you see, Joke starting to have, looks like a mental breakdown because he understood what he just lost. $25K and another chance to become back-to-back individual Madden Bowl belt winners. Wesley cooks up a hot one right there on the corner route with 9 seconds left. You got to tip your hat. Joke played a great game today, but I'm going to tell you this. Wesley, he never counted himself out. Joke got real conservative. I don't understand why his offense was cooking. He was in full control, ran the ball 3 straight times, and that's what cost him the game.
You're just feeling good because you chose Wesley to win this game. You're like, see, I didn't jinx anybody. Probably because you didn't pull out your glove situation thing that you did last week. And then, you know, you got one right, but 2 of the games you didn't guess correctly.
Kimmy, you know, Clef is getting real mushy. You know what I'm saying? You know, his picks, they wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 in a row. Hey, somebody ain't saying that.
I had a great pick. I be looking like a genius for about 3.5 quarters. Then the last quarter, it just fall apart. It just fall apart. You know, I can't do nothing about that. I might be the new mush.
It's okay. No, you're not going to be the new mush. We saved that role just for you, sir. You're good, Clef. But let's go ahead and bring up Noah up next because he now will be facing Wesley tomorrow of Game 4 of our tournament play. So Noah, what's up, man? Welcome in. I'm assuming you just watched what the hell we just watched and all the madness that just happened. How are you feeling about facing Wesley coming up?
I'm feeling pretty good. For the majority of the game, I thought I was going to be playing Joke. It looked like Joke was going to win. He made a crucial mistake, and now I'm going to play Wesley, so it's good to get some film on him, and I like where I'm at.
No, I mean, earlier this year, man, you looked like you was unbeatable. You had a full steam ahead, and then it seemed like you kind of got, tripped up in the last tournament. But now do you feel like, because people are saying that they're not really picking you to win anymore like they was around Thanksgiving. Do you feel like you got back to where you were at in Thanksgiving, or you kind of like, you can feel the difference when you're in the zone and out of the zone. How are you feeling?
Well, user last tournament, I listened to Jaybird, so I'm never going to do that again.
Oh, my God.
But nah, I mean, it was one game, lost on 2-bingo version. It is what it is. I feel like I'm mentally prepared, and I just got to show it. I feel like I'm pretty good on defense right now. We'll see what happens. I don't know. If I'm feeling pretty good on defense, might mean I get him to 3rd down right now. So we'll see what happens. I'm just excited for tomorrow.
Noah, you and Wes have it's a historic rivalry, man. He said he wanted to play you. He wants to get his revenge. Y'all have played numerous of times, especially in the MCS, with you getting the better of him. Are you looking forward? Do you feel like this is a favorable matchup for you?
He runs Bunch, and I feel pretty comfortable against Bunch. So, I always think it's a favorable matchup when I'm playing. But, it's just another game. I got to make sure I'm prepared for him. Should be pretty fun, though.
All right, I got 2 quick questions for you. The first is, when we had our tournament play last week, Henry was the one with the first round bye, and then he made it to the finale. You feeling good? First round bye, you're gonna follow suit like Henry and get in that final game?
Yeah, the first round bye is definitely pretty nice. I don't gotta play in these games. Every game's been down to the wire, so getting to watch them is pretty nice. Getting some film on people is really nice. But yeah, obviously the goal is not to just make the finals but win it. But it's just one game at a time.
One game at a time, and we'll get to see you play tomorrow. Now, this one's fun. 2 years from yesterday, that was a time where you actually won the Madden 20 challenge against our guy right here, Clef the God. Now, the last in-person MCS live event before the start of the pandemic. What are your thoughts on that night, 2 years ago yesterday, and all that's happened since?
Yeah, I'm sure Clef has a different opinion of that night, but for me personally, it was one of the best nights of my life just because it changed exactly what I was doing. I didn't think Madden really had a future for me, and where I'm at now, Madden's a huge part of my life, so it was definitely an awesome night, and I will never forget it.
Amazing. Well, I know the 3 of us and Nick and Ty as well, we can't wait to see you face Wesley tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. This is Noah Up Next. We get to see him tomorrow. Now, gentlemen, it's time for us to preview our next matchup. It's AI Nash versus Spamming Buttons. This is going to be fun, our next first round match here. It's AI Nash who took the MCS by storm with his performance in the Ultimate Thanksgiving live event, and he's taking on Spamming Buttons now. Now, Buttons walks in as one of the biggest first round favorites. So, Clef, what do you think we can expect to see from these 2 rookies?
Expect to see ball control. Expect to see that. Spamming is the much, much superior offensive player. He is. He's one of the best passers in Madden 22. He's going to be in that trips tight end. He got a lot of great combos out of that people run in bunch too because it's so good in trips. Nash, real off meta. He's going to play off meta. He's going to control the ball. He does a great job on defense. I feel like he don't get enough credit for this, for making you work. He doesn't give up big plays. He sits in the same shell a lot of the times, but he gives up things underneath, praying that you make a mistake. He gets the ball back. Then he want to put you to sleep. He does a good job of just trying to get one stop, running the ball, keeping it in second, third, and manageable, and just keeping the clock moving. I think it'll be a close game. People saying Spamming is going to blow him out. I don't think so, because just like Spamming's not really known for defense. He's not the greatest defensive player. So I think somebody like Nash can give him some problems.
Yeah, Spamming's great. He's been running his offense great. He's been grinding. And then listen, everyone respects Spamming game. And let's be honest, no one really expected Nash to be here. You know what I'm saying? Some people made a way for him. You know, maybe the other side. Somebody made a way for him, but at the end of the day, you have at the end of the day, you gotta respect AI Nash's game. And you know, a lot of people have Spamming a heavy favorite. Like Clef said, I believe it's gonna be a good game because we didn't count AI Nash in the first time. I'm not gonna count him out this time because he proved to me that he's capable of beating top tier Madden players.
All right, well, since you're predicting that it's going to be a good game, let's go ahead and predict who's actually going to win the matchup. Clef, you got it wrong last time. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go back to you first this time again to see if you can make it right. Who's going to get the best of this game, AI Nash or Spamming Buttons?
First of all, I like to say, I wish I knew somebody used a play. I ain't seen him play in about 10 years to really mess with him and throw a joke at him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who he made way for. Because I ain't seen the man play. You know what I'm saying? Since probably the GameStop tournaments back in 95, 2000, all that. Anyway, I'm going to choose AI Nash. I think it's a favorable matchup for him. He's not playing the greatest defensive player. He's playing a great offensive player. I look for him to control the ball, making a play late when it matters the most.
All right, so AI Nash for you, Clef. User, you got the first one right. Yay, you didn't jinx Wesley. This is so good. Let's see if you cannot jinx the guy that you predict is going to win this matchup.
Hey, listen, I need a full cam on this. I need a full cam on this one. You know what I'm saying? First of all, this guy hops in my stream every day. User, you never pick me. You never gas me up. You never ride for me. I thought we were boys. You ain't real. I ain't real. Well, today's the day. Guess what? You're right. Spamming Buttons. I pick you. That's right, I brought out the legendary golden glove for you. Not only will Spamming Buttons be AI Nash, but he will restore balance to the glove and the mush's credibility.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was incredible. I love your little trick there. You're like, let me take it to full screen because you want to kick the two of us off. I'm gonna start doing that for you two fools. Let's go ahead and kick it to the full screen and get to the gameplay, guys. It's AI Nash versus Spamming Buttons, and our very good friends Nick Mazesco and T. Davis are on the call for kickoff.
By God, the mush is back. It's the mush. User is back with the mush glove. I'm so sorry, Spamming. As we get to game number 2, Spamming Buttons taking on AI Nash for $25,000. Let's see how these guys match up here in Madden 22. Very similar earnings for these two. Similar win-loss records as well. TD, this game should be pretty even.
Yeah, I'm a little worried from my guy Spamming Buttons. You know, User putting the voodoo on him. The mush might be back. And AI Nash, what a rookie season he's had, you know, coming up in the finals, losing in the finals this year. 65K already in just one season. But Spamming Buttons really came onto the scene last year. Talked to him today. Feels like he's going to make a run. He wants his rematch against Henry. Feels like he's one of the best in the world. So I'm interested to see what both these guys bring out here in this matchup.
Well, if you don't know Spamming Buttons, this has been one of the top rookie players this year. 20 years old, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the number 6 seed here in the Madden Bowl, with earning over $67,000 in competitive Madden. His third MCS major appearance, but his best finish came in that wild card, made it all the way to the Final Four. And TD, this is somebody who, when you looked online at guys who are trying to pick that dark horse, Spamming Buttons' name came up a lot.
Yeah, a lot of guys think he's the future of this sport. He's really continued to improve his game since last year. And, you know, we saw him playing Mudhead League this week. He was running something different, running a little bunch and tight, but I talked to him today. Say he's going to stick to his bread and butter. You'll see him in that trips tight end offense.
The question always when AI Nash is on the field, what is AI Nash going to run? And what is he going to say? You know he's ready to go back in the limelight here in the Madden Bowl. Spamming Buttons, rocking those Rams unis, of course, those Rams fans, pretty good weekend for them. Ty, I think Rams fans pretty happy out there.
Yeah, Nick, who you got in the Super Bowl, by the way? You going with?
Bengals.
Well, just like that?
Yep.
Just like that. Yep. Joe Cool. Okay, I see you.
Okay, first of all, Joe Burrow, 3-year Ohio State player. Never forget that.
Debatable.
Never forget. And second of all, Odell Beckham's on the Rams, and as a Browns fan, I just can't root for that. Sorry, Boogs. Sorry, Matt Stafford's going down. Also, Tim the Tap fans, I think, picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl, so you know they're losing.
the real mush? Tim the Tap Man?
The true mush. Almost an impressive level of mush. A level of mush that even user couldn't live up to.
Wow, that's saying something.
Whew. First and 10 for Spam, and he's got that Christian McCaffrey halfback. Ty, we've seen a lot of different halfbacks out there. Cordero Patterson, Adrian Peterson, now seeing C-Mac in the game.
Yeah, and he's got that backfield master ability on him, so has a plethora of hot routes, an added extra element of hot routes. You see there, Spamman has improved his passing game so much, right? Last year, known as the guy that would just spam halfback base, right? Just that's what he was, spamming buttons. He's going to spam halfback base. But he's really improved, and he's opened up his trips tight end passing attack. He loves the play PA counter go. That's one of his staples.
He's rocking that Russell Wilson at quarterback.
It's too easy, bro.
He's got man back in the end zone, wide open. Oh, it's Odell. Hey, what's up, Odell? Good to see you, man. Easy touchdown for spamming buttons.
He said it's too easy right there from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Spamman brings a little bit of that swagger, that hard-nosed swag. And you see there, it's just a seam streak right up the middle. Not sure what AI Nash was doing. It was a zone defense, but you can't get any more wide open than that. And what an opening drive for spamming buttons.
7-0. Only took a minute, 23 seconds to get down the field. As Nash will take the fair catch in the end zone, and let's get to know AI Nash a little bit better. Boy, did he storm on the scene or what in the Ultimate Thanksgiving Tournament. 18 years old from Winter Haven, Florida, the number 11 seed with $65,000 in career earnings. All of that in the Ultimate Thanksgiving. This is his second MCS major appearance in Ty. AI Nash, sort of the John Beast of this year, made a lot of fans not afraid to show his personality, and he gave you a little bit of that bubblegum offense.
Yeah, the rookie sensation, big, huge personality, and he feels disrespected a lot too. You saw it earlier in the year. He felt disrespected by his ranking, still feels disrespected by his 11th seed. He was tweeting about it the other day, but only 18 years old. He's one of the most exciting players to watch. And the thing is with AI Nash, you never know what to expect out of him. What kind of bubblegum, unique offense is he going to bring out? We're about to find out right now.
I mean, he can feel disrespect on the 11th seed. It is just based on your points. So, do better in the other tournaments. This isn't like a subjective ranking.
Exactly. True.
First and 10 for AI Nash. As he will give it to Christian McCaffrey. He's still rocking Jalen Hurts at quarterback. He's trying to get some spin moves going middle of the field. Give him 5 on the ground.
Yeah, remember last time we saw AI Nash, it was a lot of the pistol, bubblegum, fullback dives, some triple options, things of that nature. The thing was, when he had to pass the ball, he wasn't that great. But you see him here early, coming out, passing the ball in the second play of the game. So I think the key for spamming buttons is try to shut down his rushing attack, force him to beat you with the passing game.
First down and 10. And it's Antonio Gibson up middle. First time we've seen an Antonio Gibson on the squad, and he'll pick up 9.5 for Nash.
And he audibles down from the trips down to the pistol formation. You saw him there. He went with a little bit of a fullback belly, hands it off to the fullback. That was a staple of his offense when we saw him earlier in the year, and he goes right back to it here.
3 wide receiver set. Nash on second and short, rolls right with Jalen Hurts. Waiting for a bounce, but can't get rid of it. Good defense there from spamming buttons.
Yeah, really good defense right there. AI Nash tries to roll out. When we saw him in the Ultimate Thanksgiving, too, AI Nash, he ran the unique bubblegum stuff, but he did come up clutch in a lot of situations, too, when he needed it the most. You can tell he has that clutch factor, that it factor. Of course, we'll see if he can bring it out again today. Looks like he's going to audible down again to that pistol. Expect another fullback dive here.
Nope, he fakes the quarterback draw, stepping left with Hurts, looking left, it's swatted down. Jack Youngblood almost picked that off from Jalen Hurts' hand. It will be a 4th and short.
And see, I don't necessarily agree with that. You ran the fullback dive earlier and you got about 9 yards. It's only 3rd and inches. Hand the ball off. You're not, he's not a prolific passer. If you're spamming buttons, you really like what he's doing here. You feel like you're in a great spot.
4th and short. Will we see a run play here from Nash? Nope, he's going to drop back to pass with Hurts. Looking left side. Open is Davis. Great read there from A.I. Nash, finding a beam down the field.
That's a great dot. He had the slant coming from the left. He had the tight end on a post route. You see it there, Vernon Davis with that tight end apprentice ability, so he has an extra arsenal of hot routes. Goes to it, has another dot here.
And he finds inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Who else? Prime time, Deion Sanders. Nash hurries back to the line as we're near the 1:30 mark here in the first quarter. Hurts back to pass, rolling right. Waiting, looking, and he's going to take a seat. Nash wanted to scramble the whole way. Spamming buttons denied that plan.
A little bit of a missed opportunity there for A.I. Nash. Spamming got caught on his D tackle. A.I. Nash wasn't able to get the ball behind him with the passing attack. You see A.I. Nash saw a lot of crossing routes over the middle of the field. Spamming buttons continuously stays in that man defense.
He'll roll right with Hurts. This time he'll throw it, and he's got Vernon Davis. Nash with the response to spamming buttons. An extra point away from tying this game up.
Vernon Davis, an absolute weapon right now for A.I. Nash, whether it's the post route coming across. This time he goes with the corner route, and he's going to go for 2 here, and he's in the 5 wide.
Playing the analytics game. He's out here to win. He's not out here to make friends. Throws back across his body, and boy, was that dangerous.
He's a wild man. This is why A.I. Nash is one of the most exciting players to watch. You never know what he's going to do. Interesting there. Goes for 2 and comes out in 5 wide. Something, you know, we haven't seen 5 wide all tournament long. Goes to it, and he still feels good, though. You see him bob in the head, still confident, even though he's down 1.
7-6 the scores. Let's take a look at the touchdown play once again. Very similar TD to the last play where he wanted to scramble, but Vernon Davis gets open back in the end zone.
Yeah, spamming just staying in that man coverage, and Vernon Davis on a corner route, a sharp corner route. Too much speed, too good, gets it to the back of the end zone.
It's Russell Wilson back to pass, spamming buttons offense back on the field.
Get it! Get it!
Oh, ball's out. That's a fumble. It's picked up by Lynch. Oh, A.I. Nash with a huge turnover. He's inside the red zone.
Strip, sack, fumble from A.I. Nash. Spamming Mr. Reed. He had the baby whip route initially to start the play, then just nothing going. And A.I. Nash is cooking with sauce in the red zone.
Just like that, the first turnover of the game in the first quarter. Man, oh man, Spamming's got to be wondering what did he do to not only lose it, to not only get stripped as the quarterback, but that ball fell perfectly for A.I. Nash to pick that up.
Yeah, perfect spot, and that's huge for A.I. Nash because remember, he does get the ball at half too. So he basically got his stop. He's up a possession now, and I want to see if A.I. Nash maybe goes for 2 again here, try to make it 14-7. But getting that ball at half and getting a turnover, A.I. Nash takes control of this game.
They're down an 8. Jalen Hurts in the gun. Back to pass for Nash. 2-man rush from Spamming. He's got nothing but green grass and open space and a touchdown for A.I. Nash. He'll convert off the strip sack, and he now takes the lead.
Good stick work from A.I. Nash. You'll see it looks like he might go for 2 now. See if he comes out in 5 wide again. But great scramble. No, he's going to stick to his offense. So I like this here. Do what you're known to do here in this shotgun doubles formation.
Oh my God!
And 2-point conversion this time. A whiff on the sack, and it turns into 2 points for A.I. Nash. A little magic from the 18-year-old out of Winter Haven, Florida.
I was just about to say, you know, he whiffed on the sack. He could have just ran it in, but then he throws it. Like I said, he's a wild man. Such a joy to watch. He's dialed in, firing on all cylinders. As we take a look at this replay here, you see there, he tried to scramble Russell Wilson. It's a strip sack from Simmons, and then Lynch picks it up. That was a huge turnover for A.I. Nash.
Oh, can Spamming Buttons recover from some bad luck here in Madden? He'll give it to Chris McCaffrey. Nowhere to go. End of the first half, 14-7. A.I. Nash with the lead.
And, you know, coming into this game, not a lot of people gave A.I. Nash any respect. Spamming Buttons, probably the biggest favorite of all today's games, right? Spamming Buttons expected to win by a lot. And A.I. Nash just saying, no way, I'm legit, and I'm here to stay.
He's nervous now. A lot of defense
coverage.
out there. So much defense out there.
Here Nash. There was a whole lot of defense out there. That man coverage locking down. Third and 11.
So much speed.
Nicely.
Oh, you can't.
Well, that was a corner route, Nash. Unfortunately, the defense was not there to cover Darren Waller wide open. to the 45-yard line, spamming buttons near his midfield.
And that did look like good defense. You saw he had his zone drop out there at about 20, 25 yards. And it looked like it was covered, but spamming buttons with a great pass lead up the field, got behind it, got to about 30 yards. Gets a nice completion.
Spamming screamed at, but he's going to get outside the pocket. And who else? It's Darren Waller once again. This Darren Waller has been one of the biggest players out there for almost every squad here in the Madden Bowl.
AI Nash sends the heat. Sent about 7 guys right there. Spamming buttons, goes with verticals, sharp route, corner route, and converts.
Does he have it? Does he have him? Torrey Holt to the end zone, spamming buttons with a lightning quick response.
Caught him lacking. Back-to-back plays. He goes with verticals out of trips tight end. This time, he just gets behind the defense on a simple streak route, and Spamming ties it up just like that.
All of a sudden, we're back to 14 apiece. TD, I think if you were looking for a low-scoring defensive affair, this was not the game for you.
No, we thought maybe these guys would kind of slow the pace down. You know, AI Nash with that pistol offense, spamming buttons, running his halfback base. But you see here, spamming buttons, quick snaps, that verticals, and he just gets behind the defense, gets right behind Lattimore. Torrey Holt with that outside apprentice ability and gets behind the defense. Easy touchdown. What a drive. What a game we got here.
Now 1st and 10 for AI Nash. Going back to work. He's going to take the shot. That is well covered, though. Dangerous throw. Almost picked off.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there for Spamming. You can't make that read if you're AI Nash. You know, 70% of the time, I would say that's a user pick for Spamming. Very unfortunate.
Just got one of those 2-man animations, so fortunate for AI Nash. Good user covering the slant routes across the middle, so he'll take off with Jalen Hurts.
Good pocket presence here from AI Nash, and I like to see that scramble because Spamming, of course, in that man coverage, right, can be very vulnerable to the QB runs, and there's no spy out there as well, and AI Nash is taking advantage of that.
I know you guys like free stuff, so stick with us. Halftime, Kimmy User and Clef will have some reactions and some LTD giveaways. That's right, a giveaway of an item that can get you 250K coins. Ty, if you'll excuse me for 1 second, I gotta log in on Twitch.
Gotta get all those accounts ready. Got some LTD giveaways. Can't wait for that at halftime. See who the lucky person is. Hope it's you, Nick Mazesco.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, my God.
Corner route. He says, you got a tight end, I got a tight end. That's Vernon Davis to the 49-yard line.
This is what we've been saying about AI Nash, right? It's not always pretty. It's not always perfect. But the kid finds ways to be clutch, and he does it again there on a 4th and 4.
This time he'll give it to Christian McCaffrey, cuts back to the right side and picks up a nice 4-yard gain on the ground. Ty, this game moving at a frantic pace.
Yeah, really is, and you see him now. You know, he should have hiked it a little bit later there, but this is we're gonna have one more play before that 2-minute warning, and we'll see now if Spamming starts to maybe call these timeouts so we can get another possession before the half.
We'll give it to that fullback dive. That's Marshawn Lynch. Getting 4 out of the pistol formation. They'll set up a 3rd and short, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, and that fullback dive out of the pistol, it's really good because it's tough to kind of blow that up with any user gap rush, right? It's really something you don't see too often, too. Spamming obviously hasn't got a lot of reps versus that type of offense. Can make it extremely difficult to stop. And this time, he goes with the power option out of the same pistol formation, hits him with a little bit of that Superman hurdle, gets the 1st down. That's become very popular, these power options. You keep it with the quarterback, and he's able to convert. So that's why this offense can be extremely difficult to stop because he's got the fullback dive, or the fullback dive. He's got the power option. He's got like some crossing routes. You never know what to expect when you're playing AI Nash.
Every time I see that power option hurdle, I know like Ragusa, Civil, they're both out there like, I love that play. That's my move. Handoff straight up the middle. Christian McCaffrey gets 1.
Yeah, a little 1st down, a little halfback zone call out of the pistol there. Spamming now going to start to use those timeouts. Try to get one more possession before the half. If you're AI Nash here, this is probably where you go to the air. Look for these tight end post routes. No, he's going to stick it to the ground game.
Woo. Woo. A little spin move in the middle. C-Mac to the 35-yard line. Timeout taken by Spamming Buttons. He wants this ball back before the half, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, we'll see what AI Nash. So AI Nash, when he's in this formation, it's like 90% of the time a pass. And look for these crossing routes over the middle. Got to see if Spamming's ready for that.
He might have him over the top. Over the top is Christian McCaffrey, one-on-one with Akeem Talib, and C-Mac wins that battle. AI Nash retakes the lead.
The wheel route from AI Nash this time just torches the man coverage, and Spamming Buttons has no answer right now for this AI Nash offensive passing attack. He took away the crosser with his user, did a great job, but Christian McCaffrey, too much speed, too much agility, gets behind the defense, big play touchdown.
Kick is away. Lots of time left for Spamming, still with one timeout. Minute 16 to go in the half. But AI Nash, takes a couple. Let's go down at the 15-yard line one more time. Wheel route, Christian McCaffrey, unstoppable.
Yeah, unstoppable. You saw it was a cross man from the left side. Didn't get over there fast enough. Gets right behind him. Had about 3 yards of separation. Throws it in there, touchdown.
Now, Christian McCaffrey the other side. As Spamming Buttons will pick up a first down to the 31-yard line, and once again, getting out of bounds, conserving that clock.
Yeah, and Spamming Buttons look great on offense. 7 for 7 passing. That one strip sack turnover is really costing them, but plenty of time, like you pointed out, over a minute with a timeout still.
Into the corner out. Who else? Darren Waller once again to the 43. A perfect 8 for 8 passing for Spamming Buttons.
And Spamming loves that slant post combo. Had the inside slot receiver on a slant. The user went with that, so then the tight end post coming from the left side, wide open.
And there's what we know from Spamming Buttons, that shotgun run game. McCaffrey picks up a first down. 6-second run off, 46 seconds and counting. Wilson's got Omaha activated so he can see the defense's play art, as that's a quick pass to Charlie Joyner. Picks up 8.
And Spamming goes right back to that same concept, slant post combo, but this time checks it down to the flat. Remember, Spamming's not a guy that has like 15, 10, 15, play setups. He has a few, but he makes the right reads with all of them.
One more, though.
Third down and 3 after that throwaway. Wilson in the gun. Trips tight end formation. Darren Waller, the lone tight end. Beckham, Joyner, and Torrey Holt. He's got Joyner open in the flat. He'll take the flat route. He'll take his 7 yards, and he will step out of bounds. Stop the clock with 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Nash playing really off coverage there. He's allowing these checkdowns, right? He doesn't want to give up any big plays to the end zone. Spamming taking advantage.
There's Christian McCaffrey. He'll spin it back inside. 11 seconds remaining. He's going to hurry up and spike this ball. He'll leave himself one timeout. 11 seconds remain. Can he get in the end zone?
Yeah, interesting there. He didn't call the timeout. I think it's a fine decision. Now you still have that timeout, and you have about 2 shots to the end zone. You can even maybe run the ball here if you wanted to for one last play, but I expect him to go back to the air.
Wilson on 3rd and 4. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. He's going to take off with Wilson. He's going to slide down. I thought he was going to try to fight his way to the end zone. Instead, he'll take the conservative move and slide down at the 3-yard line with just 4 seconds remaining. The offense is back on the field, TD.
Oh, big play, big call right here for Spamming. He's going for the gusto, though. He wants the glory. He's not settling for a field goal.
Wilson, left side fly route. Joyner short of the end zone, and we will go to halftime, 21-14. Joyner with the poor animation goes out of bounds at the half-yard line.
Oh my goodness, all the breaks are going AI Nash's way.
That's fine.
And Spamming is sick. It was open. It really was. And you heard him there. He just didn't get the right animation. And that is huge for AI Nash. He's also going to get the ball going in the second half. The game is in his hands right now. Wow, what a first half.
A wild ending to the half as Spamming Buttons gets no points. Nash with a 7-point lead and the ball. Still 10 minutes to go in this one. Kimmy, User, and Clef, what a wild finish. Can we just get like a game where I can keep the heart rate down for a second?
I would like that too. I don't think my anxiety likes this, but this is why Madden is so entertaining. Welcome into the Refuel Show presented by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Lunchtime is your halftime, and it's halftime of this game between AI Nash and Spamming Buttons. Spamming Buttons up by 1 score, 21-14. We almost had a tie ball game, But no, the Charlie Joiner didn't quite work out for a touchdown. Clef and User, I want to know your thoughts on this very first half. I thought AI Nash was going to take it. He had all the momentum after getting that strip sack for a fumble and then getting a touchdown to take the lead. But Spam and Buttons went out and he scored very quickly. So Clef, who has the edge right now?
Nash definitely has the edge. He got to stop. He has 2 stops now. And he gets ball out of half. And this guy, he's a runner. He's a runner who can just put it together when it comes to passing the ball. So he's going to do a good job this second half, just like he did it in this first half, which became key because he left Spamming with not a lot of time. If he leaves Spamming 1 more second, Spamming would have had another play. So he did a great job of just using that clock against Spamming. Now he gets the ball out of half, and he scored last. So he can double dip and get 7 and then 7 out of half and really open this game up.
What do you think, User?
I mean, listen, let's be honest. Twitter's going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to relax. Let's be real. That was just good defense by AI Nash to get that strip sack. And then that was just an unfortunate bad animation. That has nothing to do with the picks. I mean, listen, y'all know Buttons already has a top-level game right here. If you look right here, Buttons had him with the post, but then you look back, he didn't throw it with the fumble, and John Lynch picked it up. And that was a major play that changed the game. And a lot of people saying, hey, man, that's fluky and it never happens. But at the end of the day, AI Nash is playing phenomenal. That was a huge stop for him to stop him and hold him to nothing. I feel like Buttons should have kicked the 3, but at the end of the day, AI Nash is in full control of this ball game. Up 7 with the ball. You can't ask for nothing better. But let me tell you, he's playing Spamming Buttons. He's playing arguably one of the best guys that we've seen in the Madden community in the last 2 years.
You guys, my biggest question is this game gonna end in the fourth quarter with just 10 seconds on the clock, like the last one did? This tournament play is crazy, y'all. But it's time to get some giveaways before we see second half action. Let's go ahead and start with the offensive one that I showed you guys earlier. It's a Calvin Ridley Mutt item that we revealed. No, User, I'm so sorry to report you're not the winner of this one, okay? I'm sorry. There's an actual person who won, and that lucky winner of this Calvin Ridley 97 overall is SP8306. SP8306, congratulations on this Calvin Ridley. Don't worry though, you guys, I got so many more giveaways, so continue to stream and stay tuned with all of us. Plus, you guys, we got more exciting action. Back again, it's the NFL Pro Bowl Madden NFL edition. Watch the AFC and NFC showdown featuring Derwin James, Nick Chubb, Justin Jefferson, and Micah Parsons. Returning host Carissa Thompson will be joined by co-host Chad Ochocinco Johnson and a member of last year's winning team, none other than the guy who doesn't ever need an introduction. It's Marshawn Lynch. To call the matchup, those 3 are going to be incredible, and it all goes down Saturday, February 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern on the NFL YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. So make sure you stay tuned. You see it right there, February 5th, 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, guys, Nick, TD, take it away for the second half of AI Nash versus Spamming Buttons.
Thank you so much, Kimmy. What a battle we have in this one. 21-14. It is Nash with the lead and the ball to start the second half. Nash, no doubt, has played well here in the game, but has been the benefit of a couple fortunate plays, the strip sack turnover in the red zone, and then Spamming Buttons not getting the animation on the flat route. He's got to take advantage here in the second half.
Yeah, he does, and it starts with this drive. If you can go down and get 7, even get 3, and make this a 2-possession game, you can't make a mistake if you're AI Nash. He's done a great job, too, with this Jalen Hurts scrambling out, of course, has that escape artist ability. Probably the best ability in Madden 22. You add that on with the pass lead elite. He's looked really good, too, passing the ball. That was the question coming in. You know, he's known as kind of a runner. Can he make some good reads? He's come up clutch time and time again with some great dots.
That was a great user there from Spamming Buttons. Saw the halfback angle route, took that away, and the pressure able to keep Jalen Hurts from getting outside the pocket.
Yeah, great pressure there. Of course, Spam Buttons rocking 6 acrobats in his secondary. He's done a great job with his user has Spam and kind of take away some of these routes over the middle. But AI Nash seems to just kind of find a way after he scrambles out and makes a play happen. AI Nash is really good at the freestyling ability.
Hurt stepping left on 3rd and 11. He's got lots of room. And what a tackle there from Spammon, clicking on and making a diving play with Jack Youngblood. 4th and 3. This is a play that can get Spammon back in the game.
Biggest play of the game so far for both guys right here. 4th and 3.
3 wide, 2 over the left side, 1 to the right side as Hurts back to pass, underneath, drag route. It's Peterson in open space. Pass midfield to the 35, inside the 30. Spin move! Oh, there he goes! AI Nash! It keeps sticking to the end zone!
AP, you know you're not supposed to be in the game, but I'm gonna let you slide. You know CNC's supposed to be in the game.
AI Nash, let him know that was absolutely disgusting.
AI Nash with the AI gas, hitting the gas to the end zone, and just like that, it's a 2-score lead. He's made himself a TikTok clip.
Looking like Allen Iverson out there. AI Nash with the crossover spin move. I mean, nasty stick work from the youngster.
Spam will call for the fair catch. He'll take over at the 25-yard line. Take a look at this one more time. TD, you can call this man a Maytag because he's got himself a little spin cycle.
Yeah, just nasty. Takes out 2 guys. A little spin move to cut back, to give him that momentum going forward too. What a play. It was a little mesh concept. Just checks it down to the running back, and then he lets his stick work through the rest.
Now Spammon's going to have to recover from that and find points of his own. He'll scramble for 9 yards with Russell Wilson. Ty, how hard is it not just to respond to a touchdown, but to respond to a touchdown where your opponent puts you on a poster?
Yeah, I mean, that hurts. It really hurts. If you're spamming, you got to try to fight back right now. Obviously, his confidence is low right now. AI Nash playing a phenomenal game, both offensively and defensively, but of course, plenty of time and a little freestyle right here. That'll get it going.
Great playmaker. He went for the Jurtle to try to make a man miss. Unfortunately, AI Nash vetoed that entire play.
Yeah, a little freestyle rolling out, playmaker up the field, then goes with the Jurtle. Rollout crosser here. Looks like he's got
B. He's got B. That's Odell Beckham. Boy, has he found himself having fun in L.A. To the end zone, Spamming with the quick response.
Well, hey, if you give up some nasty stick work, what's the way to bounce back? Just take 2-3 plays, go down, roll out, corner out, back of the end zone, make it look easy. That's how you get right back into the game. You shift all the pressure now once again onto AI Nash's offense.
28-21, back and forth we go. As this will be a touchback in the end zone. Spamming Buns with a quick response, finding a dot. Well, from the slot corner route to Odell.
Yeah, nice corner route right there. One of the deeper corner routes in that trips tight end formation. Rolls out left, throws it on the run. You see that pass lead and that escape artist ability coming into play there for that Russell Wilson.
Bring in Clef the God. Clef, you have personal experience playing this AI Nash fella. How tough is he to play against?
I think he's just frustrating. It's real frustrating how comfortable he is. Just in 3rd and short. And you look at the touchdown he scored. 4th and short. Like, he's so comfortable taking what you give him and then making big plays when it matters the most. I'll say this. That's a great answer by Spamming because he didn't use up much clock at all. 1 minute to get 7. That's great. Now, if I'm Nash, I need to start mixing in double Mabel, having 30s, my flats on 30s, my curl flats on 10, so I can kind of make him work more and not give up big plays.
Yeah, Clef. You know, too, the thing that I like about AI Nash, and you know about this really well, you know, but you're like a much cleaner player as far as like your offense stuff, but you can't coach that it factor, right? AI Nash, he just seems to come up clutch in these big plays. Obviously, you've been like that your whole career. Did you notice that too when you played him earlier this year?
Oh, definitely. His first time on the scene, he had a money drive versus me down 4 in the 4th quarter to go to the finals. That ain't easy, even if you've been here a lot. You know, some people got it, some people don't. He definitely got it.
Give me my fumble back. Come on.
Spin move in the middle there from AI Nash, trying to get Christian McCaffrey free. 2nd and 4. Folks, don't forget, this is not our last game. We got one more game today, plus action tomorrow, starting at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Ty, we talked about it. Well, I think when we saw the schedule at the beginning of the year, we saw what the Ultimate Madden Bowl was bringing, $1 million prize pool, the largest top prize in MCS history, and 14 of the best players. We knew that it would be non-stop action. We've been treated to great games.
Yeah, literally every game has been just wild. Most of them coming down to the wire. We've seen some overtime games. We got a great one here, and of course, our main event of the night, Mr. FaZe over there, repping the FaZe clan potentially.
FaZe Pov?
FaZe Pov. We got Pavin one of the best Madden players we're going up against John Beast, who's been having a phenomenal year. So that's our main event of the night. I cannot wait for the fireworks we're going to see in that one.
Well, we still got 5 minutes to go in this one. Put your fours up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We're fourth quarter. AI Nash driving up by 7.
Yeah, and AI Nash is doing a great job mixing up his play call. Spamming continuously stays in that 3-3-5 wide defense. Mixing up the cover 0 with the Mike Blitz 3.
Right here,
but I haven't seen if he'll kind of switch it up maybe because, AI Nash has really figured out this defense, and he's doing a great job now too, mixing in the run, using a little bit of this clock, going those inside zones, and then coming up, with some big-time dots when he needs it.
Second and 9 for Nash, back to pass. Trying to deliver a dot, and he's got 5 times to the house. Nash continues the offensive barrage.
You hear AI Nash saying just crazy dots, and you see Spamming. I feel like Spamming just can't figure this out. He's in a pickle right now, and AI Nash is taking advantage. I mean, he's got all day to roll out with that man coverage. He can run with Hurts, but he's just throwing beams to these posts and these crossing routes as they get towards the sideline.
18-year-old from Winter Haven, Florida.
I mean, it's just beautiful.
Second NCS major. First one was back in Thanksgiving.
That's 99 hit power. My
Seems
bad,
to
Landry.
relish in the limelight as we take a look at a 35-21 game. What can Spamming Buttons do here offense? I mean, his offense hasn't been the problem, TD. He had the unfortunate strip sack fumble that put AI Nash on the board. And it's just been, he hasn't been able to figure out how to get stops against him.
Yeah, that's the main problem. He's fine on offense. You said it, the one strip sack's been the only time he's been stopped. Besides that, though, he's scoring quickly, too. You saw last drive, he scored in a few plays. If he can do that again, he's still right in it. Obviously, he has plenty of time here, but he's got to figure out a way to get a stop on defense versus AI Nash's high-powered, unique style.
That same corner route from the slot to Odell Beckham. He scored a touchdown on that play. 15-16 passing the ball, TD, and he's down by 2 scores.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that corner route is so good. It's so deep. It gets behind most of these zone drops at 25, 30 yards with the pass lead up. Really, really difficult to defend from zone coverage.
And now he'll go to the bunch, and he'll throw the corner out the other way. It's Charlie Joyner. That only took 4 plays. Spamming Button back to a 7-point lead. 8-point lead pending this extra point. Can he find some defense to get the ball back?
It's easy for him on offense. That's why he loves this Patriots offensive playbook, too. It has some really deep corner routes that get behind, the popular 25, 30-yard zone drops. And he shows it there again. Audibles over to the bunch, hits the corner route behind the defense. And all the pressure again shifts to AI Nash, but he's answered the bell every time. Spamming Buttons has to figure out a way to get a stop.
Take a look one more time. Just simple bunch. This is what causes people problems defending bunch TD. It's a compressed formation. The defense can't stay with everybody.
Yeah, it's been a staple of competitive Madden for over 10 years. The flood concept. You put a streak with a deep corner route and maybe have an underneath flat with it. Really one of the best ways to beat zone coverage. And the Patriots playbook have a great one, that curl flat play in the bunch. And Spamming just throws the deep corner, gets in the end zone. But now here we go. He's got to play some defense.
Let's bring him in. The one that everybody wants to talk to, the return of the mush. It is one great user. You brought out the Infinity Gauntlet. You said, Spamming, here's your pick. I'm picking you finally. And he's down by 7.
Just finish up.
Hey, listen, Nick, let's not go there. Let's not get RG and everybody started. Let's not, because Buttons was supposed to restore balance. But let's be honest here. Buttons hasn't been playing his best game defensive-wise. He's yet to come up with a stop. And the thing about it, AI Nash, he hasn't really been milking the clock that well. He does good at the beginning of his drives, but then he has big plays where he just has to score. So I understand taking the points when you get them, but defensive-wise, he's letting Buttons score way too fast. You cannot let him score in 4 plays. You have to make Buttons use more of the clock if he wants to seal this game.
Listen, I got to talk to somebody out there, Tony, a.k.a. TK. You know what you need to do? By the way, the 360 no-scope. And he hit the spin move. I was trying to talk to TK. He's getting crazy out there. That might be the craziest stick work we've seen in Madden 22. AI Nash, he's laughing about it because he's up by 2 scores.
Maybe the play of the year. Rolls out left, cross body 360, throws it to the right. and then just hits him with some of the nastiest stick work you'll see in the MCS. Oh my goodness, AI Nash let him know.
What did we just witness? He put him on a poster, a painting, a mural, the whole 9 yards.
Finish up.
I can't wait for this to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, relish in the stick work from AI Nash. 360 no scope. Put that on your COD montage.
Yeah, rolls out left. And look at this from McCaffrey. Not one, but two spin cycles. Then a little juke inside at the last second, and he's into the end zone. This kid's stick work's on another level right now. Just phenomenal. And once again, Spamming just has no chance to stop him.
Spamming looking over the top. Can Odell get there? He makes the catch inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Spamming ain't out of this one yet.
And right on cue, the stick work pops up, and that's exactly what we just saw from Spamming. You know, lobs the deep ball over the top, swerves his receiver back into the inside, and lays out to catch it with a user catch from Odell Beckham, and now he's back in business. This game is just crazy. Can't breathe over here.
Scrambling with Wilson, trying to find somebody. He's got beat back at the end zone. It's Odell once again, pulling down another touchdown for Spamming Buttons.
OBJ's let him, bro, that's 99 speed over there. We can't just let him burn.
By the way, shout out to my guy TK. He just DM'd me on Twitter. He's like, you were trying to talk to me. I'm sorry, TK, I got interrupted. You know what you need to do? We need a Photoshop of user's face on the Mark Morrison album with Return of the Mac. So it says Return of the Mush. Okay? That's what we need. Get on it.
That would be great. We definitely need that. And I got so excited, my mic dropped. This game is wild right now. And Spamming, Odell Beckham, OBJ has been his guy all game long. That's been his main receiver, whether it's on these deep corner routes. You saw the streak over the top, and then right there, a little freestyle play back in the end zone. And now this is the drive right here for AI Nash. He needs to get another first down, and Spamming, of course, going to have to start to use these timeouts.
Chat, don't forget we had some more giveaways coming up. After this game, so stick around for that one. Make sure you guys are staying active in the chat. I see y'all out there. Big shout out to everybody hanging out with us on a beautiful Wednesday evening. Hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying the competitive Madden action here. Day 3 of the Ultimate Madden Bowl. Second down and 6, pistol formation for AI Nash. He'll try to do something with Jalen Hurts. Nowhere to go. Spamming Buttons on third down to stop.
It won't even let me move. I can't pause it. He got to pause.
Sounds like we got a little bit of lag going on from AI Nash's end. And interesting, you know, he's running that Antonio Gibson fullback dive earlier. Now he goes to Sean Alexander. I'm wondering if he meant to hand that off again there, and he wasn't able to because of lag, so he ran with his quarterback. We'll see if they can figure this out here. A little bit of lag right now going on.
Not what you want to see with only 1:19 to go in the game, but we've all been there, Tyler Davis. There's no more frustrating feeling than when you're, whether it's just a weekend league game or whether you're playing for $25,000. Lag issue here. We'll take a quick technical timeout, but AI Nash, big third down upcoming.
Yeah, a little bit of drama here in a crucial moment, you know, down to the wire here. And you always ask me, you know, who does this benefit more in a technical timeout like this? And I think there's a clear answer right here, and it's Spamming Buttons. AI Nash, of course, lagging a little bit, had 2 kind of bad plays to start. Now in a crucial third down, Spamming Buttons has a little bit of time to think about what he can do on defense here to try to get this crucial stop in the ballgame.
It's crazy watching this game, TD, because Spamming Buttons has been pretty automatic on offense. I mean, he's 95% completion percentage, 425 yards, 5 touchdowns, and yet he cannot get the lead back because he can't get a stop.
Yeah, and that's the one thing he needs to do, and maybe he hasn't done it all game, hasn't even come close, but now here with the game on the line, he's getting a little bit closer. We're going to have a big third down coming up. Maybe he can finally get the first stop, and that could be the difference for him if he wants a chance to try to come back and tie this game up.
Well, we're going to step away for just a quick second while we get this technical timeout figured out. But when we come back, the conclusion of this barn burner between AI Nash and Spamming Buttons. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA. Give it to me in a pinch, it's in my DNA. You can take it off, the crowd will fit you anyway. Let me get it crackin', W, come out the other side. Try to catch him lacking, it ain't happening, I don't let it slide.
One of the best plays in MCS history.
Who will be the champion?
We are back to find out who will be named King of the AFC.
Oh, yeah!
Time.
Give me that!
The champ. Oh, what a way to start! Bobbins defense with a strip fumble. John Beast can't believe that's how this $30,000 game of Madden's gonna start. Step and left.
Come on, man!
It's so late. Oh, he's looking from home. 2 turnovers on 2 drives. Another 3-man rush and another mistake from John Beast. Bobbins. Call him the money man because he makes you pay it.
Let's go! Come on!
Bobbin up 2 scores.
What am I doing? Oh.
It's a back to pass. Shadow of his own goalpost. Take a shot on the top. That's a positive play.
That's Randy, coach!
Deshaun Dotson. He'll walk this one into the crib.
Come on!
Boom. Picked off by Woodson. And Bobbin is primed to fight for his second club championship belt.
Let's go!
Man, that game coming up next. Pavin taking on John Beast. What a battle they had back in the Madden 21 Club Championships. You know John Beast is looking for a little bit of revenge against the Madden 19 club champion. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis along with you. We're in a technical timeout right now trying to figure out some lag issues in this game between AI Nash and Spammin' Buttons. TD, AI Nash, the story of this game, his stick work, the ability to make something out of not just nothing, out of anything. That's what he's been able to keep Spammin' Buttons on his heels.
Yeah, definitely. And that's kind of his game, right? It's not always the prettiest. It's not always the best, but he finds ways. He comes up clutch, and he uses that stick work to make big plays happen. A lot of these times he's done these spins, he's turned them into touchdowns, huge plays in the ballgame.
This is a big play. 3rd and 8 for Spammin' Buttons, for AI Nash with the ball. Spammin' Buttons with the stop. It's going to be a 4th down timeout taken from Spammin'. Ty, this is your ball game.
Yeah, this is it right here. What a way to have a technical timeout on the 2 biggest plays of the game. And for AI Nash, you're 3 yards away from $25,000. Can Spammin' Buttons come up with a huge defensive stand?
2 wide to the left side, 1 to the right side. Christian McCaffrey on the right hip of Jalen Hurts. 4th and 3. Back to pass. Hurts over the middle. He's got prime time. He's got a 1st down. And he's got himself a victory.
The kid is legit. And he never lost confidence throughout the game. And it was about being clutch time and time again. Multiple 4th down conversions and that stick work propels him to the victory. Was flawless on offense. Spammin' Buttons didn't even sniff a stop. So impressed by the youngster, and he's advancing on.
The difference in this game, TD, we go all the way back to the first quarter, that strip sack. That is the 7-point difference between 2 guys who really put on a clinic offensively.
Yeah, they really did. You feel for Spammin' Buttons because he didn't get stopped on offense besides that 1 strip sack, but it was the defense. Neither of these guys really played great defense, but at the end of the day, 1 turnover can be the difference, and that was the case for AI Nash.
Oh, AI Nash. If you didn't learn his name before, you better know it now, because this kid is here to stay. The 18-year-old. 42-35 over Spammin' Buttons. And Ty, more importantly, the mush is alive.
The mush is alive. The glove returns, and the glove just absolutely hurts Spammin' Buttons. We knew coming in, that was the question. We felt for Spammin' Buttons going in because of one great user. We knew he was putting the voodoo on him, and look, exactly what we thought happened. We got some questions for user. We're gonna have some questions for AI Nash, but what a battle, what an offensive game. And AI Nash, man, the kid just comes up with big plays when he needs them.
Yeah, user's going to have to answer for some of this stuff. I mean, again, and you go back to, this has got to be such a frustrating game for Spammin' Buttons because he played so well offensively. I think he only had 1 incompletion on the day, but just not able to make some of those tackles. And AI Nash was able to turn missed tackles into big plays and spectacular plays that I'm sure wowed everyone at home.
Yeah, I mean, that one play where he rolled out left, threw it crossbody back to the right, then he had 2 nasty spin moves, then a little bit of a juke. I mean, this kid's stick work was on another level. You feel for Spammin' because he did play great on offense, but he couldn't come up with a stop when he needed it the most. And AI Nash, the stick work, you know, the freestyling ability, too, that he has, just super impressed.
And, you know, Nash, he's going to play the winner of that Pavin John Beast game. If you're Pavin or John Beast, listen, you got to focus on your game that's coming up in just a bit. But, man, you have got to... I mean, how do you even prepare for a guy like Nash who runs off meta, is a wild man out there slinging the ball? That's got to be as tough as a job as it comes, having to prepare in just about 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't really prepare for any specific plays. You know, the couple of the fullback dives and the pistol runs you can prepare for. But when he's passing the ball, you really can't prepare for it because 50% at least of his passing plays are just freestyle, where he rolls out, he makes something happen, and he relies on his stick work. And that's one of the worst that's one of the worst feelings in the world, trying to go up against a guy like that. You really can't prepare for it, and that's why he's like one of the most difficult players to play in this tournament. The true, you know, one of the best rookie sensations that we've seen this year.
And Ty, Nash said coming into this, he said it all year, he's felt disrespected, he's felt overlooked. Can you overlook this kid anymore?
No, you cannot, especially what we just saw right here. I mean, just flawless on offense. He's got to tune up a few things on defense. Of course, you know, you can't give up so many big plays like that. You know, Spammin' was scoring sometimes in 2 to 3 plays, 4 plays. You can't give up that if you're AI Nash. But you got to keep doing what you're doing on offense and just make a few adjustments on defense. Because, you know, the winner of Pavin and John Beast, that's a really tough one as well. You know, those guys are going to be high-powered on offense. So AI Nash has got to get his defense together for tomorrow.
Oh, speaking of AI Nash, let's bring him in. Winter Haven, Florida, stand up for your hometown man, Nash, with the big win over Spammin' Buttons. And puts another $25,000 in his pocket. Nash, congratulations, my friend. What a game this was. Talk me through a couple of those spin moves you got out there, because it was nasty the way you were able to create some big plays. Where did you learn that sort of stick work?
Well, you know, I mean, that's the best move in the game. I feel like the spin move. A lot of people run on conservative, but I just don't. I don't see the point of running on conservative because I still feel like you can fumble. But on a lot of those plays, I thought, you know, maybe he would think I run out of bounds or something because I already had the first down. But I ended up not spinning. Then once you spin, you know that double spin coming, especially for me. And I double spin, and it was just a whole bunch of green grass.
Yeah, Nash, man, big win. Tell me about, I feel like you're one of the clutchest guys we've seen, right? It feels like you have that it factor. You just come up with big plays when you need it the most. In this game, there was like 3 fourth-down conversions you came up with, especially that last one right there to pretty much, you know, ice it for you. Just tell me about that clutch gene, that it factor that I feel like you have.
Well, I mean, we playing Madden 22. Anything's, you know, is possible. I feel like it's best to kill the game when you get a chance. Even even early in the game when I was going for it on fourth, I was most of that was you know, I was thinking I was already up a stop. Most we could do is break even, but even on that last play on that fourth down, I just knew I mean, I ran that play a lot. But in the game, I ran it probably about like 2 times, I want to say. I think both times I went to the tight end. Then the play before then, I put a wheel route out there just so he could respect it. I had the end route wide open, you know, so took my...
Well, it was an incredible game. You pocket another $25,000 and you move on to tomorrow with a chance at a belt. Congratulations, Nash. Enjoy the time off, enjoy this last game, and we will see you tomorrow in action on day 4. It was quite a battle here in game number 2 between Nash and Spammin' Buttons. And folks, we still got one more game left between 2 belt winners. It is none other than Pavin taking on John Beast, a rematch of their Madden 21 Club Championship Final 4 game. It's all coming up after this break.
Win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA.
Mental health and wellness is so important in the world of gaming.
I don't think there should be a stigma when it comes to seeking help.
For me, mental health is the most underrated thing.
My daily routine that helps me improve my mental health is working out.
I think of what I'm grateful for.
You know, I take the time to do like meditation and stuff like that.
Practice makes perfect into kind of breaking bad habits and building good ones.
It is okay to seek for help.
Los profesionales para algo están.
You got to worry about yourself first before others.
going to a mental health professional when you're feeling not your best, I can't think of anything better to do.
You know, at the end of the day, we're all kind of like an extended family. We have to look at each other just like that. Like that could be my brother or my sister.
I promote.
I promote.
I promote.
Yo promote.
I promote.
I promote.
I promote.
I promote and practice positive mental health.
What a beautiful evening here in Southern California for the grand opening of Madden Land.
This park has everything, including Jalen. How you feeling?
Feels like game day, all right.
Here in Madden Land, dreams are made with the dream team you built.
Welcome to Madden Land.
It's game time, baby.
Rated E for everyone.
It was a game for the books. It was absolute madness. AI Nash versus Spamming Buttons. The young stud AI Nash getting it done. 42-35 and getting sticky icky while he was doing it. Clef user, let's talk through the highlights.
Let me tell you right here, Buttons came out, and right here, I don't know why he didn't just run out of bounds. This is where the fluke began, right here. This is the play that cost him the game. AI Nash coming right back. Big play right here, scrambling with Hurts on a 3rd and 8. That seemed to be the story of the game. Every time Buttons had a chance to get off the field, he just could not do it the whole time. Right here, another 3rd down. Catching McCaffrey on the wheel, going up the sideline for a big play touchdown to go up 7 before half. Right here, 1st and goal, spamming, letting it hang, and this is what you gotta do. If you wanna win and get to the championship, you gotta let it hang. Unfortunately, he got a bad pass animation right there, goes out of bounds.
And this right here, this is just one of the greatest plays you'll see this year. Just the stick work, the spin, not one time, but the 2 time. On 4th and 3. This was a huge play to go up 14, Adrian Peterson with that Washington theme team and talk your talk, young man. Here we go, 2nd and 5, rolling out. Another crazy play. Who even throws this? It take a lot of guts to throw that. Then he spin on him, get his foot in the dirt and get on field. Another crazy play. It seemed like when plays needed to be made and the game was tight, AI Nash made them. He made all the big plays when the game was tight. I mean, what more do you want? That's just amazing stick work.
It was wild. He was sticky icky, and he will move on to our next round. This right here is an updated look at our bracket. Our very first game today was Wesley versus Joke. Wesley got it done last minute. Joke, he choked, and now he's gonna face Noah up next tomorrow. Then we had Spamming Buttons versus AI Nash, the game that we just showed the highlights and broke down. AI Nash, he gets it done, and he will play the winner of our very next game. That next game coming up here in just a few minutes. It's John Beast versus Pavin. Another crazy one. Y'all, day 3 has been wild, and I'm totally here for all of it, but that's what we need for the ultimate Madden Bowl as we get closer and closer to naming the GOAT. That final score, yet again, 42-35. AI Nash getting it done over spamming buttons. Now, the news heard around the world, and I'm sure by now everyone has heard, but after 22 seasons, the GOAT, Tom Brady, he's officially retired. From the official EA Madden NFL Twitter account yesterday, they said from QB number 12 to 2-time Madden cover athlete, the GOAT, thank you, Tom. Tom Brady. I have so many insane Tom Brady stories. But if you want to have a little action in on Tom Brady, earlier today, the Mutt team released an LTD in tribute to Tom Brady. The tribute item is a 97 overall and can be purchased in the Mutt store for 30,000 training points until February 14th, aka Valentine's Day. The LTD Brady is a 99 overall and will be in packs until 10 a.m. Eastern Friday. The 99 overall Brady item comes equipped with Hot Route Master for 1 AP instead of 2 and Gunslinger for 5 AP instead of 6. There are also 3 open ability slots on the item so players can equip whatever other abilities they want, including the very popular Escape Artist. Shout out to Tom Brady user and Clef. How about we give away the LTD version right now, right? Some lucky person. We always hear everybody in the chat saying, give me some, I want to win. Why are you saying no, user? Why are you a hater?
Because I ain't won nothing. And I'm sick of it. I feel like they pulling my name out the hat, you know what I'm saying?
You're
fine. I've done
enough
giving.
No, you're okay. You are very fine. I see you guys in the chat spamming right now. The very lucky winner of this Tom Brady LTD version is JC Santiago 723. JC Santiago 723. Congratulations, my friend. But don't worry, we got more giveaways to come. We also have our final game of the evening. So let's go ahead and dive into the final first round matchup of the Ultimate Madden Bowl. And this one, it's a heavyweight bout for sure. We got 2 belt winners, 2 juggernauts. The LCQ winner, Pavin, versus the number 3 seed in the tournament, John Beast. We just watched how Pavin slayed Beast 27-9 in last year's clubs, but since then, John has become a champion and a belt winner. So, Clef, what can we expect in this one?
Expect a lot of offense. A lot of the same thing. These two dudes, they run the similar styles. They're the same player almost. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of chaos with the quarterback. It's a lot of running around. It's a lot of improvising. You're not going to see a lot of things thrown on time. It's what they do outside the pocket, stepping up, rolling right, rolling left. They're great offensive players. I feel like this game fit these two the most out of anybody. They benefit a lot from the way the game play because they always been gunslingers. And it's a grudge match. These guys played in clubs last year. Pavin won. You know, John going to be really amped up to win this game, so I can't wait.
Earlier when we were kind of talking about this matchup and we were figuring out, you know, what's this game gonna look like? You said it yourself, Class. You said, you know what? I think this is the most mirrored matchup we have of the entire tournament. User, do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I agree, man. Both of these guys are explosive on offense. They always seem to make plays. And Pavin, he does this. He comes up at the very end of the year, makes a run in the LCQ, so you know he's on fire right now. But you already know the beast named John has been this year. He's already won 1 belt. The guy has been on the road. The question is, can he stop the train that is Pavin right now, winning the LCQ? It's going to be a tough matchup.
All right, it's going to be a tough one, but I need to know your prediction. So, Clef, tell me who you got.
I just think with John losing to Pavin last year, in the year John has, he's had a belt. You know, and the way the game is, this game fits him so much. Like, this is the perfect fit. I got to go with John. He has a lot more to me to play for.
Okay, I'm writing it down. You're not going to escape this if you get it wrong. All right, Clef's rocking with John. Who you got, user? Don't mush again, okay?
Let's try this one more time. Give me a full screen. Give me a full screen. We're doing this one more time. Listen, okay, it went wrong last game, but this time, I believe in Pavin. Mr. FaZe himself, he can get it done, not only for him, but for Sahil. They gonna ride out today. Listen, Pavin won LCQ. The man has been undefeated. Let me tell you, he's on a roll. The beast named John, he won the first tournament, but we haven't seen him get back since he won the first tournament. Pavin is the hottest guy right now in this tournament. And listen, don't shy away from the glove. This is going to be the win. If Pavin can't give the glove a win, I don't believe nobody can do it.
No more mush tonight for User. The guys are split on this one. You guys will have to decide who you think's gonna win as the game kicks off right now. Handing it over to our good friends Nick Mazesco and T. Davis for the game call.
Well, I'd like to apologize right now from everybody here, the broadcast team, to Pavin, for that. Whatever that is, I'm so sorry. We kick off our final game of the day. It will be Pavin getting the ball first in this rematch from the Madden 21 Club Championships. Let's take a look at how these guys match up here in Madden 22 TD. John Beast, he has a belt. He's 20-4. He has had the better year so far, and he's looking to continue to capitalize. But Pavin, Mr. LCQ, he is hot recently.
The main event of the evening, 2 belt winners. John Beast, you talked about 72K this year, has a belt this year, but Pavin might be the hottest player in the world right now, coming off that last chance qualifier victory. That's a gauntlet to get through. He did that, and now he's gonna go toe-to-toe with the Beast. Can't wait for this matchup. Definitely gonna be some offensive fireworks in this one.
Should be a great game overall between two guys who know each other very, very well. Pavin, you don't know who young Pavin Lockhart is. Well, this is just a belt winner. He's just 21 years old. He's already almost earned $300,000 playing the game of competitive Madden. Yuba City, California, the 14th seed, earned his way through the LCQ. He has the 4th highest career win percentage in MCS history. Ty, this is the future of Madden. Just 21 years old. He's looking for belt number 2.
Yeah, one of the biggest stars in our competitive esport. Only 21 years old, has already accomplished so much. Of course, won a belt back in Madden 19. Looking for his 2nd belt here. He's lost in the finals as well, lost to J-Wall. 295,000, 4th highest career win percentage. One of the, everyone's talking about him right now with this FaZe stuff, which we're gonna get to in a second. But yeah, no one's playing harder than John Madden football right now than Pavin.
Thanks for spoiling that time. That was my job, but you just jumped right in and said, Nick, I got this. You can step aside. If you haven't checked out Twitter, man, Pavin, can we get him to FaZe? I mean, I hope User's mush doesn't extend to the FaZe, because he's competing in the Ultimate Madden Bowl while trying to be the first Madden Pro to win. And guys, let's use the hashtag FaZe Pavin on this tweet here, at Pavin Lockhart on Twitter, tag at FaZe Clan. We want to see Pavin join FaZe Clan. As you see Derwin James chime in, tell Pavin to go ball out. TD Pavin just trying to bust open those doors and become the first Madden player on FaZe Clan, and continue to spread what we know in the Madden community to be a very good Madden player. He wants to let the world know who he is.
Yeah, Pavin carries himself like a pro too. He's obviously so accomplished, one of the best players in the world. So make sure you guys are using those hashtags. Let's support our guy Pavin. Remember, this is a $1 million contract. Of course, he's playing in a $1 million Madden tour right now, but FaZe is giving out a $1 million contract. He's the first Madden player to even have a chance at competing for this contract. So let's go ahead and use those hashtags. Let's support our guy. Let's get the Madden community a player signed by FaZe. Pavin, of course, doing big time things. He's going to have to try to take down John Beast. Let's hope that User, didn't put the mush on him, because everyone's rooting for Pavin right now. Everyone wants to see him do big things. And User just coming in the mush, putting the voodoo on Pavin. I'm concerned for him, I'm not going to lie.
I don't blame you, man. Hashtag FaZe Pavin. Let's get that trending. Tag FaZe Clan, let them know why Pavin should be a part of the FaZe Clan, as it will be Pavin on offense first. And Ty, no surprise to see him running out of that gun bunch.
Nope, not surprised at all. That's Pavin's been known for the last few years, one of the most prolific passers in this gun bunch. I did talk to John Beast today. Says he knows how good Pavin is on offense. His goal, only defense. John Beast thinks he's going to score every drive, right, on offense. So his whole mindset in this game is to try to slow down Pavin, make him work for everything, give him the underneath stuff, no big plays, and try to limit possessions as best he can.
We've had 2 barn burners so far. Will we see a third one here in our final game of the day? Hope you guys are enjoying all the action. That was Tyler Davis along with you. 3rd down and 7 for Pavin. Ball's at the 28-yard line. He's got that Russell Wilson at quarterback. No surprise there. The overwhelming favorite at the quarterback position. We'll have our first timeout taken as Pavin doesn't like how his offense was set up.
Yeah, and we saw Henry play last week. We've seen Wesley earlier today. Pavin's going to have a similar style. Of course, those are his lab partners repping that 818 crew. Henry and Wesley already with big-time victories. Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's John Beast, and that's defense. Sherman with the pick. A huge turnover to kick off this game.
Maybe John Beast has some wheel route defense? Because Pavin tried to go to the wheel route. It was man coverage. I think he just passed it a little bit too early, to be honest. I think he would have had it if he was a couple seconds later on the cut. And that's the crucial mistake, though. And that's the thing that John Beast wants to capitalize. If you can get any turnovers in this game, as we saw in our previous game with AI Nash and Spam, and if you can get 1 turnover, it can be the difference. You see here, Pavin just threw it too early. And Richard Sherman's there. He clicks on and gets the pick. That is a huge momentum shifter for John Beast.
What a start for John Beast. Stormed onto the scene last year as the Pittsburgh Steelers club champion. He's only followed that up with a belt this year. 19 years old from Hartford, Connecticut, the number 3 seed with $141,000 in career earnings in just 2 years competing. He is your Madden NFL 22 kickoff champion, and he's made a Final Four in 3 of his 4 appearances in MCS events. He is clutch.
Yeah, ever since he stepped foot in the MCS, he's been on fire. He's coming up big so many times. One of the coolest guys to hang out with, to talk to, one of the biggest stars, great personality as well, John Beast. Always entertaining to watch. Rocking the hoodie tonight too. I love it. And let's see what he can do now. If he can capitalize on that big interception, go down and get 7, that's going to do a lot for his confidence.
Pavin's already used 2 first-half timeouts and has thrown an interception, not the way he wanted to start off this game. John Beast in the shotgun. He's got Russell Wilson as well at quarterback. Waiting for that crosser to come open. He might have him back in the end zone, but it's a tight window throw. Instead, he'll play it safe and pick up a yard on the ground.
Yeah, and talking to John Beast today, I was wondering what he might be running on offense. We see Pavin, Henry, Wesley, those guys in the Bengals playbook. But John Beast, not a big fan of the Bengals offense. He likes the Raiders offensive playbook, similar to what we saw from Joke earlier in that gun bunch, but also going to mix in some bunch tight end and some gun tight.
Throws it up into coverage. Man, oh man, that could have been a turnover back the other way.
John Beast almost gifting one to Pavin right back. Pavin gave him a gift. John Beast almost gave it right back.
Thank God.
Pavin is super unfortunate that wasn't a pick.
We're gonna go for this.
So Pavin goes out, throws an interception on his first drive, but is able to get a 3 and out on John Beast and force him into a field goal. That's got to feel like a big confidence boost for the 21-year-old out of Yuba City, California.
Definitely. And Nick, what is going on? Are we in a different world? Are we in the metaverse? I don't know where we are, but we're seeing defense right now.
Yeah, that was
Madden
defense.
22.
I think it's been a while since I've seen defense. I know John Beast is defense, but yes, that was defense.
Yeah, we've seen defense to start this game 2 drives now. What is going on? We haven't seen it, the entire Madden Bowl. Both these guys getting good stops. That's big for Pavin. Only hold him to 3 after you commit the turnover. And now Pavin gets to come right back to work here on offense.
So we go back to Pavin on offense. No surprise to see him in those Raiders unis. Huge Raiders fan as he'll find one of his favorite Raiders, Darren Waller, picking up 21 out of the backfield. Big first down for Pavin as he nears midfield.
And you mentioned it, Pavin is a die-hard Raiders fan. 3-time Raiders club champion. You see him rocking the Raiders gear. He's got the nice beanie on right there, the Raiders beanie. Got the AirPods in, looking locked in. But yeah, die-hard Raiders fan. Got Darren Waller on the squad at the tight end spot. We'll see if he can bounce back. It's really been a struggle right here. John Beast's doing a great job kind of forcing him underneath. He checked down to the flat road earlier on that flood play. Flood been one of the best plays the last few years. Right there, incompletion. Great defense from John.
Second down to 10.
Come on.
Going right with Wilson. Might have him over the top. He's got a man. He's open. Justin Jefferson into the end zone. Too easy for Pavin as he's able to put a touchdown on the board.
Pavin goes to the cross screen play out of gun bunch. Rolls out. Hits the deep fade over the top. Wide open touchdown. Great play from Pavin.
How many times have we seen Justin Jefferson burn coverage like that? A laser from Russell Wilson. just like that. It's a 7-3 ball game. Take a look at this one more time, TD. It's a fly route, and Justin Jefferson sure can fly.
Yeah, just a huge burst off the line there. Justin Jefferson, too much speed, lobs it over the top. Great precision throw from Pavin, able to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
Trips tight end. Underneath for John Beast. He'll find Christian McCaffrey. We'll pick him a first down to the 36-yard line. First completion, first down for John Beast's offense.
Yeah, nice little check down right there from John. Got to get in the groove here on offense. You know, he got that early turnover, but really struggled as he got close to the red zone. Oh, nice playmaker.
And he's got prime time inside the 50. He tried to pull the A&S spin move. Pavin with the nice tackle, though, but it's a red zone opportunity for John Beast.
Yeah, what a playmaker right there. Rolls out left. I thought he was going to run with Russ, but he saw the route kind of sit down, playmakered him up the field. Excellent stick work. Great way to freestyle if you're the beast named John.
$49 yards on that play to Deion Sanders. And now John Beast, 15 yards away from a touchdown of his own. Going right then left, changed his mind, and he finds Christian McCaffrey underneath for 4 yards. Good recognition of the pressure and the contain. 3rd and 6. Can Pavin force another field goal here from John Beast?
Yeah, he's going to need to. Red zone really tightens up down here, gets tough. Big 3rd and 6.
Come on, I'm right there.
And he's got Vernon. What a strike from John Beast. Steps up and delivers to Vernon Davis. Beast takes the lead back.
And let's talk about the pocket presence from the Beast. I mean, that looked like there was nothing happening. The guys were coming in off the edge. He kind of rolled around in a circle, stepped back up in the pocket, and threw a beam to the tight end on the wheel route. Great pocket presence and stick work from John.
As Beast kicks it back to the 4-time Raiders club champion. Pavin will look to take the lead back. So take a look one more time. It's verticals. It's a tight end wheel route, and it was open.
Yeah, it was. You know, that tight end wheel route of verticals. That's why verticals is probably the best play in this game. But the stick work, the pocket, to be able to scramble around like that, step up in the pocket and throw it. You always want to utilize those wheel routes in the red zone.
Oh, what a start to this game. We've seen a little defense. We've seen a little offense. A little bit of everything. As Wilson will take off. Pavin happy to take some yards on the ground.
Yeah, there's that Russell Wilson, of course. Has that pass lead elite ability, but that escape artist. We talked about it a million times. The escape artist, definitely the best ability in the game. That's why you see pretty much everyone using this new Russell Wilson, kind of surpass the Jalen Hurts. Although AI National, great with the Jalen Hurts as well, but this Russell Wilson definitely becoming very popular.
There's Cordero Patterson making a catch at the 44-yard line as we near the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score. John Beast with the early interception, but great recovery from Pavin TD to stay in this game. Offensively, looks a little more comfortable than he did on that first drive. That was just a mistimed wheel route. He threw it about a second too early, and John Beast made him pay.
Yeah, he did. That was the one mistake, but Pavin doing a great job bouncing back. Caught John Beast right there, stuck on his D tackle. Throws the quick out route there out of bunch. The play previously, he went to a halfback wheel, flat combo over there versus zone coverage. Great way. He's really attacking, the sidelines really well right now. And we're going to get to the end of the first quarter. But Pavin, yeah, like you said, he looks much more relaxed now. He's getting into a groove. Those first drives, they can start off a little shaky, right? You get the nerves out of the way. It seems like he's doing that now.
2nd and 6, Pavin looking left side. Let's bring in the mush. None other than one great user. You picked Pavin in this game, and he threw a pick right away. Did you get scared about the power of the gauntlet?
A little bit. But he held the Beast to 3, and that was major. And I felt like big hit stick right there.
Oh, my God.
I felt like if Beast was able to get 7, this would be a whole different game. But because he was held to 3, the way Pavin manages this half, clock managing, he can really kind of, wipe out that interception that he threw on the 3rd play of the game.
Oh, big fumble. Luckily, it'll go out of bounds. User, I think it's interesting when we look at Pavin's body of work. You talk about guys like Drini, known for his great defense. Joke, a stellar defensive player. We know how good Noah is offensively and his defensive stick. Pavin, I feel like, is one of those guys that when you look at his game, you just go, wow, is he just good he's just an all-around good player, offensively and defensively.
He's well-rounded. He's definitely well-rounded. can play both offensively and defensively. And the thing about it, he's not that crazy hot, like crazy good at either one, but he's definitely top tier at both of them. So that's why, you know, him making that interception, you know, we've seen Pavin come out here and make some mistakes, but we've also seen him come out here and come up and make some big plays. We got our fourth and decision right here, boys. A fourth and decision.
Yeah, guys, the thing with Pavin, too, like you just said, you know, he's not like elite at anything, but he's solid at everything overall, right? And he's really good at using the clock. He's really smart is what I'm trying to say here. Just really good with the clock, game management type of stuff. But here we go. Like you just said, big 4th and inches now. John Beast, if he can come up with a stop, we could really see some personality because this would be huge for his confidence.
He's going to drop back to pass with Wilson on 4th and short. Throws it inside, low ball to Waller, and he's inside the red zone. Pavin dialing up a pass play to pick up a first down.
That was good D right there. Beast can't ask for nothing better than that. Maybe to get an animation where he breaks it up, but, you know, that was good defense, good play call.
Now he'll go to the ground with Patterson, try to find something out the middle. So far, John B is not letting there any sort of room in that run game.
Yeah, Pavin went to his man, Darren Waller, on that clutch 4th down on the wheel route. Goes to the ground game there. And now remember, red zone gets tight down here. Pavin was able to take advantage last time. Goes to the cross screen again.
And he'll throw this one away. Coverage tough down the field. No room. And this is where the red zone gets tough, TD. We always talk about how the field shortens up. A lot of these plays need room to develop. This is why those quick seam streaks are usually what people look for.
Yeah, the wheel routes and the halfback seam streak here. Throwing it.
Tried to get Darren Waller. Good defense out there. Marshawn Lattimore. New Orleans same with the play. And just like that, Pavin was able to force a field goal from John Beast on the drive. Now John Beast forces a field goal out of Pavin.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with both guys playing some defense. We haven't seen it all tournament long from anyone. But both these guys, you know, now holding each other to field goals here. It's more of a, you know, this is more of a, you know, gritty type of battle. Didn't really expect this. I thought we might see like a 45, 50-point game from these guys, but they're really dialed in, making each other work. I love the call from John Beast there to go man coverage against those wheel routes right there. Comes up with the big stop.
Now 2:54 to go in the half. What does John Beast have offensively? We've seen both players clutch up on defense, force field goals. And now on 1st and 10, Beast will throw it to the flat. That's Christian McCaffrey, shoestring tackle. Keep that from going much farther. Who else? Derwin James, who you can earn through those drops here on the channel. Make sure your EA account is linked to your Twitch account. Derwin James making a big play.
Yeah, you see Pavin using him over the middle there. And Derwin James shouting him out. He must have known something. He must have known that Pavin was using him on that defense. But I love the read from John. He checked it down. It was man coverage from Pavin, and Pavin left the running back. That was his responsibility with the user. He was late on it. John Beast checked it down. I think great defense again there from Pavin on 2nd down.
Wilson on 3rd and 4. Look at the left side. That is, who else? Megatron. How good has this 81 been? Especially during that wild card tournament, TD came up with some huge catches.
Yeah, Megatron's so good every year. One of my favorite cards every single year in Madden Ultimate Team. Just so good. He's a freak out there. 6'5", speed, can do it all. And you see John Beast rocking him in the slot here on this bunch tight end.
Oh, big hit! Forced a fumble, but the offensive line able to keep it with John Beast.
And if John Beast could have got that, it would have been 2 turnovers. And it's extremely difficult to come back from 2 turnovers in this game. John Beast, if Pavin would have got that, we would have been even on turnovers. John Beast very fortunate to hang on to that. That was a huge hit from Pavin and that Derwin James.
There's Christian McCaffrey once again. John Beast not concerned about C-Mac's ability to hold on to the ball. Goes right back to the well, and McCaffrey picks up a 1st down.
And you see John, he's using all this clock now. Pavin out of timeouts. John Beast really managing this great, making this the last possession of the 1st half.
Clock keeps moving. Pavin used, I think, 2 of those timeouts in like the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So no way to stop the clock for the hopeful future Face Clan member. He's got RB, he's got B, he's got lots of touchdowns over there. On the run, find a Golden Tate, a golden touchdown for the beast named John.
The Beast goes to verticals. He rolls out, and Pavin, it looks like he clicked in that right stick to send his defender. He sent the outside corner. If we can get a replay of this after the kickoff, he sent in the right corner with the stick, and that allowed the streak to just get wide open. The defender left him. John Beast takes advantage. Big-time touchdown. He forced Pavin to use all those timeouts, too. 44 seconds, though, still a decent amount here for Pavin on offense.
17 to 10, 44 seconds remain. Take a look at this one more time, TD. There was a lot of players open on this play.
Yeah, I thought he had RBBC, rolls out, and then Pavin sends in that corner on the outside, sends him in at the quarterback, and then Golden Tate just untouched, uncovered in the end zone touchdown.
Can Pavin find some magic? Steps up, steps out, ball's out! Picked up by John Beast, and Sean Springs makes it like an ice cream store with a little scoop to the 1 yard line.
Oh my goodness, this play was insane.
Should I say it?
This play was insane.
Nah. We're gonna wait for it. We're gonna wait for it.
Nick, the guys in the truck, we need a replay of that play because Pavin had literally a touchdown probably. He had some crazy stick work in the pocket to get his running back wide open down the field, and he tried to throw it to him too late. And John Beast gets the strip sack, and it is so difficult to come back from 2 turnovers.
The Mushfinity Gauntlet strikes again. 24 to 10. John Beast with a huge first half. The defense forcing 2 turnovers. And now Pavin with only 31 seconds left. Take a look one more time, TD.
Look he steps up. He has Patterson wide open down the field, and he sees it too late. And Wilson with the strip sack, and Springs takes it down to the 1. And Nick, you just said it. If you guys don't think the mush is real at this point, I don't know what to tell you.
Wilson rolling right, trying to deliver down the field. Top throw into coverage. Oh, Rice couldn't make the catch.
Oh, man. User's got a lot to answer for at halftime. I mean, how many times is User going to say, this time is the time that I'm going to set it straight, right? I feel like he said that a million times. And time again, it's the same result.
24 to 10, John Beast. I mean, again, we talked about it, TD. We haven't seen a whole lot of defense today. This game, there has been plenty for everyone.
Yeah, there has. This is the most defense we've seen all tournament long. And it's all going the way of the Beast. Whoa.
Steps up. That's illegal. Can't do that. That's cheating. And we'll call that illegal forward pass. And we'll set up a 4th and 12 at the 11-yard line. I wonder if Pavin just punts the ball.
Yeah, this is not going well for Pavin. I mean, this is probably the first punt we've seen. You see John Beast now. He feels great. This is the best defense we've seen all tournament. You know, Pavin really struggling on offense. And John Beast taking advantage, going up 2 possessions probably here at halftime. What a performance. You see the belt in the background, and right now Pavin just extremely frustrated with how he's performed in his first half.
2 more.
And I think John Beast is feeling pretty good about his performance so far.
Yeah,
he's got the belt in the background, he's got the windmill going, and he's going to hit the ball to start the second half with a 2-score lead. A blazing defensive pace for John Beast. 2 turnovers, both inside his own red zone. He was able to cash in for 10 points. 24 to 10, your score at the half. Can Pavin find something, anything? Offense, defense, he needs both of them in the second half to come back with 10 minutes remaining in this final game of the day. Kimmy, Clef, y'all got to talk to User, because I'm telling you, we all see what's going on here.
We do see what's going on, but you never know because things can happen in the second half, even though John Beast is leading by 2 possessions. The score at halftime, 24 to 10. User, are you okay? No?
I mean,
yes?
I honestly, listen, I know they're going to try to put this on me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's looking like the glove is about to go 0-20, but let's be real. Let's be real. Like, he threw it. That was a bad read. That was a bad read by Pavin. And then he tried to make a play. He was showing all that pocket. You know what I'm saying? This not on me. It's not on me.
All right, it's not on you, but everybody, welcome into the Refill Show presented by Campbell's Junkie Soup. Halftime is your lunchtime, and it's halftime of our final game this evening. Now, Clef, I want to come to you and ask a question about how impressive it's been to see John Beast's defense tonight. 2 turnovers this evening that he's helped create, and he's been able to capitalize on both of them for 10 total points. So talk us through how hard it is to stop a guy when your offense isn't quite clicking, as what we're seeing in Pavin, and then the defense for John Beast has been playing lights out.
Yeah, you feel helpless. You feel helpless. And especially in this game, if your offense not producing, you know you're going to lose because you can't shut people down in this game. Like, you can only hope to hold them to 3, and then at the end of the day, you can't be trading points with people. Right now, he got to come out here and get a stop. He can't give up any more points if he even want a chance at coming back. And another thing I'll say, the mush is real. You better hope if you playing in this, if I was playing in this still, I would call user every day until I play. Tell him don't pick you. Tell him don't, because this is wild right here. Who would have thought we would have seen defense? This is the best defensive performance we've seen this tournament. And why? It's because of that glove right there. It's the glove.
Y'all giving too much power to this thing. Y'all giving too much power. Y'all doing. Listen, man, I'm not out here Billie Jeaning people with this glove, man. I was just trying to bring it back for the people. That's it.
Okay, all right, well, maybe it's time to take the glove and put it away, or maybe throw it in the trash. But you never know, Pavin could turn something out here in the second half. We're gonna get to that second half in just a few minutes. But before that, I'm Santa Claus, I'm all of the things. I'm the one who's gonna be giving away some more giveaways. Earlier, I gave away that Calvin Ridley and Tom Brady LTD, and now it's time for a little Bradley Chubb action. The Bradley Chubb MUT item that we revealed earlier today. Again, user, you're not the winner, so it's okay. While I do this, why don't you go throw away your little unlucky glove while I tell the very lucky winner, Clipped 1X, that he now has this Bradley Chubb MUT item. Yeah, Clipped 1X, congratulations. But don't you worry, you guys, because I got a dump truck. You've been saying it all night, and it's going to happen here in just a little bit. Bradley Chubb, Calvin Ridley, and the 99 LTD Tom Brady. A dump truck is coming, so you want to make sure that you stick with us. But before that dump truck happens, we got to figure out who's going to win this game. Is it going to be Pavin, or will it continue to be John Beast, who's currently ahead by 2 possessions? The score at halftime, 24-10.
We're not even on that game mode. He's just feeling great right now. He put a little weight around his neck. He's got the belt behind him. This man's got swag everywhere.
Swag everywhere, bringing out the chain. You know he's feeling good. He hits with a little bit of the air guitar in the second quarter, feeling good. Now he's brought out the chain. I mean, his confidence is sky high right now, and you can't blame him. Pretty much everything's going his way right now. He's playing some phenomenal defense, probably the best defense, we've seen in the Madden Bowl. So props off to him and rocking the chain, baby.
He's got the Puerto Rican flag on his jacket. But here's all I'm saying, Ty. There's a lot of time left in this game. Pavin is one of the best defensive players out there. He's so well-rounded. This game is not over.
No, definitely not over. And this drive's going to say a lot. I mean, John Beast getting the ball is huge. And it all goes on to Pavin here. He's got to be able to get a stop, and he really needs a turnover and try to get some points out of it.
Looking downfield, good user coverage. Took away the late playmaker action. And now a 3rd and 8. Can Pavin get an early stop here to stop the bleeding?
I thought John had that slant just a little late with the read. Didn't want to throw it. Elects to fight. Another down.
We're down an 8. Right over the middle. Yeah, he's got it right there. That's Vernon Davis once again. To the 41-yard line. It's first down for the Beast.
Pavin dials up the pressure out of that 3-3-5 wide. John Beast recognizes it. Pavin runs over to guard the wheel, so he hits the tight end post over the middle. Great read from John.
Ooh, takes a hit with Wilson, and that's always scary when your quarterback's getting hit on the sidelines.
Really scary. You don't want to take those hits if you're John. We'll see if John slowly starts to use a little bit of this clock here. Take the play clock under 5. Try to get out of the third quarter. That's the best thing you can do in this spot if you're John. Even if you only had to kick a field goal, you want to go up 3 possessions and try to get out of the third quarter as quick as possible.
Well, he's going to be in trouble here as Wilson's taken down in the backfield. Micah Parsons, the rookie phenom for the Dallas Cowboys with the sack. 3rd and 14 now for John Beast.
The belt winner, Pavin, he's starting to step up here. He's starting to play a little bit of defense, and he needs to get a start.
Oh my God.
Put a little long pass out there, laid it out for
Yeah, that's
Christian
like a rush type
McCaffrey.
throw, you know? Like, that's a rush type throw. Like,
What just happened right there? John Beast gave a little look to the
let
camera,
Russ cook.
too.
Like, that's
you see it, a little lob
Russ
over the
cook.
top.
You gotta let him cook. So, like,
He just little floater in the lane, too easy. And there goes Christian McCaffrey. 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Put your floaties on. John Beast is up by 3 scores.
Get out your rain boots. It's getting ugly. It's a flood. Pavin is in deep trouble. John Beast, everything's clicking for him. I mean, you said a little floater down the lane. He said, let Russ cook. Didn't look open at all. And then he punches it in with a run to the end zone. And you see it there, 21-point deficit. The Beast has come out with a vengeance.
Take a look at this run one more time. Simple, little quick base action. McCaffrey, all sorts of room.
Yeah, CMC says, get off me, evades the tackle, and then he's off to the races. No one's catching him. And now Pavin, he's in deep trouble. He's got to score quickly and use a little bit of tempo here.
Let's bring in Clef the God. Clef, this is a position we have not seen Pavin in too much. Down by 21 points.
Yeah, this is just John doing what John does. And when he gets up on you and he gets confidence, it's a scary dynamic because he plays the game the way it's supposed to be played. You can see how loose he's playing. Pavin's a little uptight after he made that first pick. That's why he got 10 points. He's way uptight. And one thing to be noted, Pavin was in Raiders to win LCQ. He ran through LCQ with the Raiders on offense. Audible around the bunch, tight end, trips, and bunch. Now he's in Bengals. You know, what makes you switch after you had so much success? That's a question I have to ask.
Well, Clef, I don't know if you saw, but a guy by the name of Jaybird Football on Twitter tweeted out something very simple. He said, at One Great User, no picking Noah tomorrow.
Hey, you got to really emphasize that to user, man. Somebody got to find that hand, that arm, and throw it away. Yep. That's what you got to do, because he going to pick who he want to pick. The man is a man of integrity. He going to pick what he believes. He really mean it. He really mean it.
Let me tell y'all something, man. You know what? Y'all afraid of this glove so much? Y'all fear this glove so much? Guess what? If the glove got this much power, guess what? From now on, I will be using it for the rest of the bowl. So watch your money lines. Watch who you picking. If you fear the glove that much, it's only 0-20 right now.
the most evil man in Madden. One great user.
Some people just want to watch the world burn. And that's One Great User. So we'd like to apologize to everybody who gets picked by you.
I did it hard flood it. Oh.
I told User, I tell User, we not friends no more. Now I done known User for a long time. If he pick me ever again, we can't be cool. And I'm talking about we tight.
Oh my God.
My kids know his kids. We tight.
We already picked you one time with the glove. You know what I'm saying? You wanted the offers in the 0-20. Big touchdown by Pavin right there. Live.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we
yeah.
got live?
Yeah, user thinking now he has a chance. Yeah, okay.
Yo, I'm just saying, we got to get, like, we got to talk to Queenie. We got to talk to the kids. Like, just take that glove and just put it out on the road and have somebody run over it.
That's why
I had the glove in the
Does he
case.
really mean it? Does he really mean he wants you to win if he pick you with the glove? That's what has to be asked.
Oh, now you questioning my integrity, man. It's a dot. That's a dot. Big 2-point conversion by Pavin right there. Listen, live, he got a chance. Pavin want to make history, man.
31-18 our score. We head to the fourth quarter. Put your fours up in the chat. Final fourth quarter of the day. As we take a look at this one more time, it's just Cordero Patterson. Simple, good blocking up front. Too easy.
Yeah, inside zone, untouched in the end zone. Great 2-point conversion play as well. Hit a little in route to Cordell Patterson. So users, you know, hoping. He's hoping and praying here. He needs someone to reverse the curse. Does Pavin have the magic to do it?
Second and 11 for John Beast. Out of that tight slots formation, Christian McCaffrey on the right hip of Russell Wilson. It's a play action pass. Wilson waiting, looking. That's Megatron. He's out there. You don't have to look too hard for number 81. Another touchdown on the board. Hey, that life might be gone.
Jonathan Marquez, a.k.a. John B. And he's going to go for the gusto. He's going for 2 to rub it in.
Damn, Sherman? The hell?
Oh, it's picked off. Acrobat going crazy.
Oh, yeah, Acrobat right there for Sherman. John Beast just is saying, and Clef pointed out too, John Beast's confidence is at an all-time high. That's the one thing too for John. Anytime he gets a lead, he can play loose, feel good about what he's doing. He is really dangerous, especially in this tournament. As we take a look at this replay, Calvin Johnson over the top, just a streak from that slot position. Richard Sherman can't keep up with him and opens it up even further.
I feel like we're getting like, this is almost throwback the way the game is right now, Ty. To like Madden 17, Madden 18.
Just tested it.
Where streak routes were just so tough to guard, especially man-to-man coverage.
I already know you're watching this, but I love you. Help for showing me that numerous times. And Jalen.
Yeah, so now John B shouting out his guys that helped him, and great
for the Penguins.
Jalen, you know that?
And yeah, shouting out Penguins, Jalen, and Nick. To your point, yeah, these seam streaks, especially too, really effective in Madden 22 in between zones. And then you pointed out, you know, versus man coverage, you can really lob it over the top, especially when you have a speedster out there, a guy like Megatron.
Oh, and when it rains, it pours. Another interception, a bad throw into coverage, and John Beast with his 3rd turnover of the game. He's got a 21-point lead and the ball. And he's taking a nap.
Yeah,
he's napping on him.
He's fitting a little nap in there. The disrespect right now from John. Taking a nap, you know, mid-game. Putting it to Pavin right now. You gotta like what you see. Yeah. And Nick, this is the best defense that we've seen all tournament. I mean, to come in and shut a guy down like Pavin, who's known for his bunch offense, this is impressive.
John Beast out there snoozing because he ain't losing. He's up 21 points. Hope you guys have a life jacket out there. 2nd and 12. Does he have him again? This one's for the mush, maybe. Throws it up to Calvin Johnson. It's actually picked up. Little bit of life. Is John Beast just out there having fun right now up by 21?
Yeah, he's just slinging it now. He's just having a good time. You know, he just doesn't even care at this point. He feels so confident that this game's over. He's just out there chucking streaks to Megatron. But he's giving Pavin a little bit of life.
I mean, the controversy right now that I'm seeing on Twitter, I saw my guy.
He's shook. He's shook out his mind.
Tagging me.
He is shook. Like
he's wondering, like, did we get an admission of an intentional mush job by users?
It's a great question.
This game, to be honest.
And we heard users say, you can't question my integrity.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
But I don't know, you know, John Beast might be users guy. Did he put the voodoo and the mush on the Pavin for a specific reason? I don't know. We're just speculating. But it's definitely a valid question at this point.
We're going to have to audit his bank accounts to find out if there was any payments made for a selection against him.
That's Randy. He's 6'6".
Literally nothing going right for Pavin.
6'6".
Yeah. Just very uncharacteristic. 13 for 22,
I'm just doing the same
passing the ball.
Every play. Like he's calling different plays. Like, hey.
Bringing Clef the God, Clef. What an impressive performance from John Beast today.
Crazy. He's putting it on him, man. He's playing great. Excellent game by him. TD Nick, one thing I gotta say. We got to look into this mushgate. I believe there's something deeper there. There is something deeper there that we need to dig into.
Yep. We need to do a little investigating.
We're gonna have to hire an independent financial firm to audit some records just to find out, you know, if there were any payments made. we're going to have to go to user's house and inspect the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, this could really change the landscape of competitive
At this point, we need the FBI involved. I mean, it's like
100%.
It's like 0 for 20 at this point. Like, we need some serious investigators into this situation.
We need the heavy hitters. We need the heavy hitters because there is something. Come on, man. 0 20, 0 20, man. There's something there, man. I mean, we've seen upsets after upsets. We've seen stuff that never happened happen.
2-point conversion for Pavin, down by 13 points right now.
No, wait. No, the trail. Yep, I see the trail. I see the trail. Nope. No, that's a pick two. That going to be a pick two?
Picked off into triple coverage. And there goes Richard Sherman the other way. He's trying to get sticky on him. Trying to get out of there, put another 2 points on the board. Let's bring him in. The leader of Mushgate. One great user. Before we talk about the controversy, have you ever been involved in a game where somebody has actively taken a nap on you in the middle of it?
Never. You know, because most of the time, if I have that type of situation, I'm gonna get out of there. You know what I'm saying? But Pavin, he's a man of integrity. He has real good sportsmanship. He's gonna finish this out. You know.
I want to say the ending.
And that's defense. I got you, John Beast. I got you, bud.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all going crazy talking about this Mushgate. I would never. I am a man with integrity. When I pick these picks, I believe with my whole heart and soul. These guys are gonna win. This is FaZe Pavin here. Come on now. I was expecting him to come out here and make a show. I didn't see all these tweets and messages for this. I was expecting him to come out here and show everyone. Not just us, but FaZe, why he was that guy. I was riding it. I believed it. There's nothing mushy or Mushgate about this. I believed in Pavin Lakai.
Well, user, I gotta ask, are you at all concerned that RG continues to make those videos about you online?
I'm definitely concerned. You know, for a guy that swear he don't got no time and he the hardest working man at EA Sports facility, somehow he can always come up with these videos and be posting on Twitter. Okay, somebody about to get out of here now. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, a little shrug. All right, we're a minute 44 from ending this game. Let's not get any network difficulties at this point. Back to Christian McCaffrey. Nowhere to go. But field goal attempt upcoming for John Beast. 2-score game. And if he makes this, it will stay a 2-score game, TD. Not technically over.
No, not technically over. Maybe Pavin come up with a miracle block kick. Very unlikely. But yeah, this was just domination at its finest. And you feel for Pavin, you know, had a lot riding on this, trying to put on for the FaZe clan. But John Beast just came out and dominated right from the start. You know, I would say that first pick, though, from Pavin, it wasn't really anything John did. It was just kind of a bad read, you know, a little late with it. And John took advantage. But ever since then, too, the defense has just really made it difficult on Pavin for anything he wants to do. And definitely the best defensive performance we've seen all tournament so far.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that dump truck giveaway coming up after this game. You're not going to want to miss that. Every single one of the items we're giving away today, you can earn them all. It's all coming up after the game. I know I'll be tuned in for that one. And Ty, guess what? We can do it all again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, as we will find out who will face Henry in the finals of the Ultimate Madden Bowl.
Yeah, and Nick, my quarterback's in that dump truck giveaway. 99 Tommy? That's my quarterback. And he's in there. I'm jealous. I need to be in there for that dump truck giveaway at the end of this. But yeah, tomorrow.
You know, employees can't win, right? Like they'll just re-roll it.
Unfortunately, I know. But I need that Tom Brady on my squad, man.
40-24. What a performance from the beast named John. He is in line again, barring extraordinary circumstances, to take on AI Nash. Boy, looking forward to that game. TD, I think about the defense that John played today against the meta Pavin. I wonder how he's going to be able to translate that to AI Nash, who we have seen throw anything and everything out there on offense.
Yeah, that's a great point. I want to hear what the chat thinks, too. Let me know in the chat, guys, who you got tomorrow. You got John Beast or you got AI Nash. I think it's a valid argument, too, because John Beast, obviously, he gets so many reps versus the meta stuff like Gun Bunch. You know, he's probably been so prepared for Pavin coming in. He showed it in this game. But AI Nash, like we talked about, you can't prepare for that guy. So what does John Beast cook up tonight? Who does he call? What lab partners can he call to get some reps in versus the, you know, the pistol and the unique style of AI Nash for tomorrow?
And that's going to wrap things up. What a performance from John Beast defensively, making a player the caliber of Pavin absolutely confused out there. As you know, John Beast is pumped to get the win here. He will move on tomorrow. He pockets an extra $25,000. He's still rocking the RJ and TD. It was really just everything going the way of John Beast.
Everything went his way. I mean, this was a flood. This was a blowout. No other way to put it. John Beast dominated from the start. Pavin tried and tried, but never could really get back into it. Dominated from start to finish. Big time win. And tomorrow we set up John Beast, AI Nash. I cannot wait for that matchup.
An amazing day of games, and we got to hear from the winner for that, and we'll find out how thankful he is that User didn't pick him. Let's throw it back to Kimmy. User's left.
All right, Nick and TD, thank you for the electric game call tonight. 3 very exciting matchups, but this was a heavyweight bout between these two. And you just saw that it was a full-blown beating. John Nash getting it done, 40-24 over Pavin. I'm so sorry, User. You were really wrong about this one. But this game was insane. And I was going to try to run through the highlights, and there were a lot of them. But I think the two of you are probably going to want to talk about those incredible defensive stops and the way John Beast was able to capitalize on it.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's take a look then. Let's look at it and see exactly what he did to lock up this game as he now faces AI Nash tomorrow.
This is how he starts the game off, 3rd and 7. Big interception right here by the beast named John. We've been talking about the real routes all day, and you saw the beast named John had defense for it. Right here, he was held to 3. We thought that was going to be major for the game, but who knew the beast was going to keep cooking up? But right here, the halfback screen, Pavin strikes back with a big bomb, and we're like, uh-oh, we already know Pavin's going to fight, even though he threw an interception. And here comes the beast named John right here scrambling. And as you see right there, Pavin sends the cornerback, leaving that guy completely naked where he's trying to get some points up before half. And unfortunately, he was showing crazy pocket, crazy stick work right here. But it's a big fumble right here. And this will be pretty much the game sealer. Pretty much why the thing got blew all the way open right there. Even though Beast didn't score, tried to milk another second off the clock, he walks it in with Franco Harris and says, you know what, I'm in full control of this. Switch and puts on his chain, and you see him right here, gets real sticky with my guy, Christian McCaffrey, C-Mac in the building.
C-Mac to the crib, but I feel like Pavin he kind of did too much. He got caught trying to do too much. You seen the fumble. You seen him trying to stop the run, giving up the touchdown. You see John with the swag, putting the chain on.
Chain on. I love how the belt has just been in the background of his shot all game. Like, yeah, I'm going to put some light on it to let y'all know I'm trying to get my second belt, and that he can do. Tomorrow, he's going to face AI Nash. Our other game tomorrow, it's Noah up next versus Wesley. All of those guys trying to get to the finale, which will be Super Bowl week. Someone will be facing Henry, and we will be crowning a new champion. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the champion of that last game. Let's go ahead and bring in none other than John Beast. I love that your name is John Beast. I also love that you were an absolute beast during this game. You got the chain around the neck, you got the belt on the bed. How you feeling after that incredible win and the way that you were able to have all those defensive stops and then go and get yourself some points too?
First thing first, shout out to Pav. Make sure you go to Twitter, retweet that phase. The phase 1 thing he posted on Twitter is this pinned post. Make sure you retweet that. By the way, always trolling all mid-game. That's not me putting it out there right now. But ask that question one more time. I just want to say that. Ask that question again.
John, you know, we here as competitors, we hear the chatter. We hear everything. You know, coming into this game, a lot of people had you the underdog. Did you feel disrespected by that? And did that give you an extra chip on your shoulder?
I mean, it's gonna be like that no matter what game I play. Like, no matter who I play, you could be underdog or you could be the dog. So it doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. Like, at this point, just corny, in my opinion.
Beast, my guy, congrats, big win. I mean, it seemed like you had a great defensive game plan in a game where everyone says there's not much defense, but somehow you were coming up after play. You got a big interception on the wheel route, and then you just seemed to make plays with the sack fumble, and from there on you had full control of the game. Do you feel like, I kind of got lucky on some of those stops, or are you saying, hey, you know what, I've been in the lab, I've been working, and I felt like my defense was going to come up and give me some stops?
No, I didn't feel like I got lucky on none of the stops. Like, up until like multiple fourth downs and stuff. The pick on his first drive was like, I was not expecting that to be picked. I was on a show blitz and it was picked, so I was like, oh wow, thank you. Then the fumble was kind of lucky because I know what he tried to do. He tried to like glitch my zones while I'm having that good pocket, like you said, like y'all said. So getting that fumble was kind of lucky because he had the crosser open on the route bounce, but unfortunately it was a fumble 6. So.
I know there were a little difficulties, so you may not have been able to hear me earlier. I'm going to even switch up the question, right? I'm so incredibly impressed with how you just played. Like Clef pointed out, in a game where defense isn't necessarily a huge thing, you made those defensive stops and you were able to get it done and play lights out on both sides of the ball. But tomorrow you got to face AI Nash, who's a little bit unpredictable. We saw that today on his very first score of the game earlier. He went ahead and tried to go for a 2-point conversion instead of the extra point. The guy plays just how he feels. It's kind of a YOLO mentality, and it's worked out for him. Are you nervous at all, or do you think this was a good warm-up and you're ready to go for the finale next?
This was, I would say this wasn't a warm-up just because AI Nash is not a positive. Like, AI Nash is a whole different person, freestyling, all that, and Power is a bunch like, which is the meta, so you're used to the meta. So Nash is a dog. Like, people don't understand. Like, he's good. Like, just freestyle. Like, he's a good freestyler, and like that's hard to stop in this year, especially Madden 22. Like, you can run anything, but he like supposedly does it the best, which is true. So tomorrow's gonna be hard, but we'll see if I can pull up with the victory or not.
All right, well, maybe go get in the lab, go rest up. We will see you tomorrow as we kick off day 4 of our tournament play, the Ultimate Madden Bowl, getting closer and closer to naming the GOAT and a champion. That guy right there, John Beast, hoping it could be him. Thanks so much. All right, guys, this has been fun, and a lot of people were excited to watch the games being played, but they were also excited because they wanted a dump truck. And now it's time to give it away. The very lucky winner of this dump truck was Bradley Chubb, Calvin Ridley, and a Tom Brady LTD. The lucky winner is Snagneto. SNAGNETO. You now are the winner of this dump truck. Calvin Ridley, Tom Brady, and Bradley Chubb. Congratulations, my friend. We will have so much more in terms of prizing and giveaway tomorrow, so you got to make sure that you stay tuned with us. But congrats to all of our winners tonight. Now, guys, I want to welcome everybody back in. And Nick, I have something really special for you, my friend. I know that I'm the one who usually tries to keep up with you, clowning user, but Twitter, they just did it themselves. Since we've been saying it's a return of the mush, right here, one great user, return of the Mac. He's on the cover. He's a cover model because he's just, he's the king of the mush, the king of the Mac. But he's not the only one getting called out on Twitter. Clef, you're not safe either. Let's pull up the tweet. Let's pull up the tweet and see what people had to say about Clef the God. A little hint, it has something to do with your fashion. They said, Clef, you showed up to an MCS event looking like Darkwing Duck.
Oh my God. That's a classic. Dougie Buckets, Dougie McBuckets, you crazy. That's a classic.
I mean,
people don't appreciate fashion, man. Y'all want me to come up here black shirt? What? No, y'all ain't got to do me like that, man.
Oh, baby.
Y'all ain't got to do me like. Who made this? I need to know who made this.
Wait. That's good. No, hold on.
Stay anonymous.
Clef, that's good, but hold on. I think there's another one. What's missing? What is it?
The cape. There it is.
Not the cape too. Not the cape too. First of all, that hat crazy long. Look at how long that hat. I mean, y'all got me in that type of hat. No,
I mean,
man.
come on.
Darkwing God.
Drip or drown. Drip or drown, and that's what you did.
Man.
Oh, I'm drowning right now. I'm drowning.
Clef out here solving mysteries, baby. Let's go, man. Adjust.
Shout out to everybody rocking with us all night long and having fun as we all poke fun at each other and ourselves. But you guys, breaking news, today is also Groundhog Day. I know I've been head in the weeds preparing for this tournament play. It's an important day for the community, but some of us may not know what actually happened today and what the verdict was from the Groundhog. So do we have footage on if it saw its shadow or not? Do we have it?
I feel like this is a shot coming at me out of nowhere. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, but thank God, look at Nick. Yes, another one. Yes, Nick, the groundhog. Did you see your shadow? Did you see your
Look at him.
Oh, man, Nick, my God. Oh,
Nah, that's
yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect right there. That's perfect. Because them the same glasses right there. Look at the frames. Them frames go with that fit, too.
You know what's crazy? They tried to give me the Darkwing Duck hat. That's crazy.
Nah, y'all look fly. So Nick, did we get 6 more weeks of winter? You never gave us your verdict.
No comment. I'm just here so you don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Okay.
I can't believe where my life is. I can't believe this is the second different animal that I have been photoshopped as. I don't like it. It's disrespectful. Why doesn't Tyler Davis get in any of these photoshops? Why is it always me and user? Tell me that.
Cause TD's always fly. He's got the bun. He rocks his black. You know, he's very simple. He's a simple
I'm too
guy.
cool. I'm too cool.
graphics, man.
Too drippy, too cool. I can't be getting schooled on like you guys out here.
All right, well, now I have a challenge for all of us. Let's all make sure that we're drippy tomorrow, because tomorrow we will be finding out who will be facing Henry in the Ultimate Madden Bowl finale. All the action kicks off 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, YouTube, the ESPN app, as well as iHeartRadio. We've already had 3 incredible days of gameplay, and now day 4 to figure out who's going to be in the finale and get one step closer to the $1 million total prize pool and being named the Madden GOAT 22. You guys, it's been so much fun rocking with you tonight. Make sure you join us tomorrow. We'll see you 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys. Happy day 3, everyone. Welcome into the Ultimate Madden Bowl. $1 million in total prizing is on the line.
1st and 10. Joyner split off the bunch. Back to pass for Wesley. He's got all sorts of time. He's got a corner route. He's got Johnson. Touchdown for Wesley Giddens.
A $25,000 laser beam and joke with one of the worst folds we've seen. You can see the emotion now. He knows this game was in the bag.
Oh, wait, the 360 no-scope. And he hit the spin move. I was trying to talk to TK. He's getting crazy out there. That might be the craziest stick work we've seen in Madden 22. AI Nash, he's laughing about it because he's up by 2 scores. Steps up, steps out, balls out, picked up by John Beach, and Sean Springs makes it like an ice cream store with a little scoop to the 1-yard line. This man's got swag everywhere.
All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA. Give it to me in a pinch, it's in my DNA. You can take it off, the crowd will fit you anyway. Let me get it crackin', W, come out the other side. Try to catch him lacking, it ain't happening, I don't let it slide. $1 million on the table ain't debatable. That ain't an ultimate team mode, it ain't playable. Whoa, yeah, they let me come through. 100 on the go, running 2022. Biggest payout on the line, they ain't giving it to you. Don't be mad, I put Madden, now watch me do the full Calibrate. All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA. Give it to me in a pinch, it's in my DNA. You can take it off, the crowd don't fit you anyway. Hey.
One of the best plays in MCS history.
Who will be the champion?
All I do is win, it's in my DNA. I don't never get benched, it's in my DNA. Give it to me in a pinch, it's in my DNA. You can take it off, the crowd will fit you anyway. Let me get it crackin', W, come out the other side. Try to catch him lacking, it ain't happening, I don't let it slide. $1 million on the table ain't debatable.